Hi there, and welcome to another episode of the Astartes Anonymous podcast, where today we are being joined once again by none other than our good friend MISHMASH for an absolutely despicable episode of Who's That Model? QUAR edition. So without further ado, I am your host Tom, and these are my co-hosts.
Hello, I'm Aaron. I've been listening to the Tetris theme on loop for 48 minutes, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds and counting. Hello.
Hi, I'm Zarek, and I'm currently fighting against my coming cold and pretending that I don't have one.
Hi, I'm Alex. I don't know why I'm here. They let me out of the milking room, and I want to go back.
28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Counting.
Well, I'm MISHMASH. I am a paint boy, and I'm also the core boy. Actually, the creator of Core called me that, so you have to address me as such. And if you don't, I'll be sad. So, just for future reference. But yeah, we're going to be talking about Core. We're going to be talking about some other stuff
51
that isn't Core related.
Thank you, Core boy.
Rebrand a Quarties.
Can you do a version of the MISHMASH avatar, but as a core?
I was asked this earlier, and the only reason I haven't done it is I kind of love the character too much. So if I drew him in a way that's so ugly I'd want to kill him, I don't think I would do that.
Just like have a second one that like every like fifth video you just swap him out for the core Mish.
See, that actually is something that I've thought about doing, and at LVO I got a huge box of night goblins, and I really want to green stuff them into a bunch of mishmashes. Just so I can, finally make the MISHMASH, let's not use that other word. Let's use the army. How about that? That's better.
Before we get into it, there's something I wanted to talk about real quick. I'll put the image in podcast references that we can put on the screen.
Let's take a gander.
This fucking kill team you made a couple of weeks ago
Oh, yeah.
is absolutely gorgeous.
I'm pretty happy with it.
The fact that you chucked in there a fucking Death Watch veteran as part of the team, and that really tickles my pickle. I absolutely love that. It's so good. It's so fucking good.
I will say the one thing I'm really chuffed about is the fact that I painted all of these guys, literally every single one in the span of 3 days while editing and recording. I kind of rushed this one.
That's so good. I love the fact that you got the transfers too. Mm-hmm. This shit just looks so good, man. I love it. The only thing I don't like about it is, the only thing I would have done differently if I was doing it is I would have probably, and obviously anyone who doesn't know, I mean, I know Mish knows this, which is why Mish sent this to me when he finished them. I'm a huge Sons of Medusa guy. I did have a Sons of Medusa army a while back. I probably would have kitbashed them all as firstborns just for that Badab kind of vibe. You know what I mean?
Well, so funny you mentioned that. It's a little bit of a secret, but I'm sharing it a little bit. But I'm planning this year, my grand project is I'm going to be kit bashing and painting literally every single Space Marine chapter from the Badab War in one fuck-ass video. And there's going to be some extras that are thrown in there for good measure.
Yeah, my homebrew was at Badab. It wasn't.
My homebrew was at Badab too.
See?
Oh, I was thinking more like, should I...
Damn, he was thinking actual good chapters, shaking my head.
A certain Orc Snipers chapter might be thrown in there too, for funsies. But there's some other ones in there, and some of the chaotic ones, but one, but
But I absolutely love this kill team. It looks so good. They all have I remember watching the video, man. They all have so much personality. Each of them. I know we've not gotten to the fucking models of the week segment yet, but like I just had to show this off. I just had to like post this for this video.
I love the chapter so much. So doing this chapter, I don't like Iron Hands, but like everybody just likes their successors for good reason, I think.
Yeah, the Iron Hands are super boring, and why would you do the Iron Hands when the Sons of Medusa and the Red Talons exist? You know,
I feel called out.
And Brazen Claws.
And the Brazen Claws, yeah. They're just so many more interesting successes. Like, I don't want to call out the Iron Hand. Did somebody just shot themselves on the mic?
My bad. I need to stop leaning back. I'm sorry. Every time I lean back, it spills out a little bit.
The fact that you've gone for like Mark 7 helmets for like most of them just makes this team come alive to me. It's such a tiny thing that does so much heavy lifting.
I may have bought an entire new tactical box just for the upcoming videos.
bro, I did that quite recently as well. I bought a bunch of Deathwatch kits and Tactical Marine kits just for just so I had firstborn parts floating around.
They're so universal, and you can. I mean, it just goes to show. Like, I will say, since Space Marine 2 came out, I've actually kind of appreciated the Primaris armor. Just for I like the idea of it. I like that it's basically, Phobos, you just take pieces off, Gravis, you just add pieces on. But it's the helmet. It really is just the helmet.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing from in the long guns. I don't like bolt rifles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like bolt rifles.
Well, the helmets are, and this is the crazy thing, right? I like Mark IV helmets, but the Mark X helmets are just worse Mark IV helmets.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's Mark IV without the personality, and that's a really, really quite sad. I mean, again, I don't want to dog on Primaris too hard, because I do like Primaris. It's just the comparison, it's a no-brainer, right? But
I'll put it like this. You can change Vader's armor, you can't change his helmet.
Well, quite. But look back at the bloody the sergeant you've got in the squad with the power fist and the scoped plasma pistol.
Oh yeah,
the pink plasma, that hot pink plasma looks so good. The OSL on the Gravis fella, so good. The sniper, so good. It all just looks great, man. It just looks so good. You've done a really, really great job with this kit. Honestly, I
greatly. I'm a little bashful with that kind of thing, so I do appreciate that.
You've even gone and bought some custom transfers too, and that shit just goes such a long way. It goes such a long way.
Oh.
Right, let's get on with our models of the week. So, the first up for models of the week was from Alex. Alex has picked
the man who can't wipe his ass.
A miniature by a user in our Discord called Karl. He's not saying that Alex can't wipe his ass. He's saying this miniature cannot wipe his ass.
That makes sense.
That is brutal.
This miniature absolutely cannot wipe. Wiping is for other people.
Nah, that ain't happening now.
It looks great. The paintwork on the musculature and the flesh just makes the guy look. I mean, the guy is ripped and jacked to fuck, but this just oversells the hell out of it, and I love it. This is, I believe, a kit-bashed version of the Dishonored from the Jackals kit. Basically, a space marine who's had his armor stripped away and basically just been given the bloody chain arm treatment and told to get on with it. But it's great. It's a very. I want to say that some streaking grime has been used here to great effect, but I don't really know. The way he's used browns for his shadows instead of blacks goes so hard, and it looks so good.
Well, even comparatively boring details like the pants look so good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like the comic style that he was kind of used in it to really represent the values, like a very deep red underneath the skin, a very deep brown underneath everything else, but at the same time also for the metals themselves, you have of course the normal black lines in between to kind of create that more comical 40k style.
Yeah.
But at the same time with all the verdigris and the bronzes and stuff shining through as well, it's such an effective paint job. I'm a really big fan of paint jobs like this, where you don't
simplicity
have to
make detail greater.
Yeah, you don't have to paint every single thing to its perfect detail. If you focus on the right areas with the right kind of highlights and the right kind of contrast, you can create very striking miniatures in also a bit faster time.
It's very Hellboy-esque.
Yeah.
We're again. I've made the reference to it a couple times on other things, but this reminds me of a killing floor boss. It reminds me a lot of the Nashers.
It does. It looks like it looks like a prototype flesh pound. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was talking to Aaron the other day because Aaron and I have been playing a lot of Dark Tide recently, and I used to play loads of Killing Floor, and I've just been saying to him that we should get on Killing Floor soon.
Yeah, buddy.
Because if we're anyone who enjoys Dark Tide should enjoy Killing Floor. Either or, I love them both. Although I will say, since we're talking about it, Killing Floor 2, I did not enjoy Killing Floor 2 on release. I thought I was so critical of Killing Floor 2 on release, but over the years, it's a much
gotten
better game now.
But I'm a Killing Floor 1, but I like both. So get me on.
I've still got more hours on Killing Floor 1. Crazily. Somehow. I don't know how.
Jesus.
But it's such a great game.
Hell yeah.
Right, let's move on to the next model of the week, because I could talk about Killing Floor for a whole episode. So the next one was chosen by
you.
We're actually going to do Aaron's next.
Okay.
So Aaron has picked a model by Crimson Wolfkin. Aaron, do you want to give us the lowdown on this weird fella?
This guy, cool looking Shadow Siren conversion. By the looks of it, yeah. It's just got these. It's just this really beefy Tau commander with two, I want to say, ghost kill fusion blasters with the really cool visual effect bits, like the actual shots going off, and it just kind of fucking slaps. I don't know if it's the black light box doing a ton of work, but everything about this, I think, just looks super nice, super dynamic. It's very, very, very cool, I think.
Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree. I really like it. There's a little
360 at the end.
We'll get lucky. You can put they'll put the video on the screen, just cut the sound out of it. But that looks so good. The little gunshots he's got flying out.
That's such a fun little thing. I've never seen those before.
But there was a very cool one I picked last time. That was Tau-based Farsight shenanigans. I don't know if it's the same person as this. I forgot. No, I'm a sucker for good Tau models.
Awesome.
I gotta say, I love how they've got it hovering. Because that wire, painting it like that is such a good way to make it feel diegetic. It's not intrusive. This sort of contrail behind it really sells the effect.
And the way that it reflects on the side, too, the panel there at the back is really well done.
It's stunning. Yeah, it's absolutely stunning. Also, I have a honorable mention before we move on.
Nope. Go on.
Too late. There you go.
Just hit him in the head.
It's in podcast references.
Oh, so okay. So Aaron is forcing us to.
I was trying not to laugh.
Aaron is forcing an extra model of the week. This is from a user in our Discord called Vinehart01.
What's in the fuck?
This is, according to his post, this is Robuzz Gillier.
I was putting my hand over my mouth earlier to try to not laugh because I saw that while we were talking about this. I was really trying my best.
I think this is the same guy who has the whole army of them that we showcased before. It seems fitting that we show the pinnacle.
Incredible.
So thank you, Aaron and Vinehart, for that cursed honourable mention, the Primarch of Star Command himself. Let us move on to the next one. So the next one was chosen by Mish. And this is a miniature by a user on our Discord called Carmen Dachi, aka Carmen Astartes, who I have to mention was one of the very first, the user who did one of our very, very first models of the week almost 2 years ago now. Showing him again at Mish's demand, he has created a sodding clay monster.
I love him. What did we nickname this guy in post? It was
Spaghetti.
Oh, he came up from the toilet and grabbed your colon. That was the whole bit we had going.
He came up from the toilet and grabbed your colon.
Yes.
Ball slapper.
That wasn't part of this. That was not part of this joke.
The turlet gnome.
What was the name? That should have bugged me.
His name is Feces Joe.
No,
his name is Big
I'm a
Pete.
big fan of the detail on this guy. It's so wonderfully simple. He's got the little rebar bits in the back as a ladder up onto him. It's just
well, the fact that it's not just a big clay guy, like the fact that he has the detail added to him to make him more reinforced, and the crack in the clay being just reinforced with that huge, plate slab.
It really does sell him, and I love the almost esoteric way that his face has been carved with the triangular eyes and that weird dot in the temple.
So just to provide some context to this model, Kamandachi has written, sculpted a Hebrew golem as a proxy shrine model for a painting contest. I used oven-baked clay to sculpt it, and I'm genuinely happy with how it turned out. With the man on top acting as the one broken upon the wheel, took me 2 weeks from Jan 17 to Jan 31st. I enjoyed every minute of it. It's my first time using clay. This large, mindless sculpture was built for one thing, to march forward, smashing anything in its path, sculpted with heaps of clay to give it a both intimidating and durable appearance, just close enough to looking human, to strike fear into its enemies whilst it remains emotionless. The man on top is both a martyr and a missionary, preaching the word of God from both Christian and Hebrew texts at foes, shaking their faith in hell to act as a sacrifice to prolong the golem's existence on the battlefield.
So that's what the hole is for the commands.
Is this...
That's established. That's how golems work in the old lore. Is that you write the commands in a little note and you insert that. So that's what the hole is for.
Oh, that's genius.
This is very Trench Crusade after reading that.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Honestly,
either that or that Kriegsman is really good at shooting and he's just shooting him directly in that hole over and over again.
But for real, honestly, if they were going to do a sort of Hebrew army in the Trench Crusade setting, an army of golems is a really, really cool way to go about it. It would be so sick.
That'd be great.
was so strange. I really like that. It was such a fun sculpt as well. It's just the work in process pictures of the metal foil, like the aluminum foil used for that. It's so good.
Well, it's a relatively clean mold too.
Yeah.
Right. Let's move on to our final model of the week. So this one was chosen by me, and Zarek as well, I suppose.
I guess.
And this is from Ed again. We're showing off Ed for the umpteenth time because he keeps posting really great models in the Discord. And this is his Tyrant of Badab, his own Huron. Oh, and it is so grimdark and meaty. Its arm looks like something out of Mad God. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is a Mad God looking thing, isn't it? Yeah.
So Ed has done this
real
thing.
Furs. Yeah.
Ed's done this thing that he always does, where he uses real tactile materials. Usually it's like sort of hair or fur or hessian or something, and using real little mechanical bits for the bionics sells it so much, and it looks so tangible and terrifying. It's gorgeous.
It's like your first time seeing Preston from a close shave in Wallace and Gromit, and it's like, whoa.
For anyone who doesn't know who that is,
it's such a specific reference.
We must put Preston on the screen. Oh, where's a good picture? Here we go. Here's Preston being turned into.
Because as a kid, you see all the clay and how smooth everything is. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Mm-hmm. You see this guy's the first pointy, sharp-looking thing, and it's like, oh, that's actually quite spooky. When he's not really looking at it.
Well, if you're not British, I'm sorry, but you've missed out on an incredible thing. Go watch all of Wallace and Gromit right now. There's a new one just this last Christmas. It's great.
What a wonderful time to be alive.
The Wallace and Gromit universe, dude. There's only one of it in it.
Yeah, if you weren't alive during the time of Wallace and Gromit, how did you even live?
In every other existence, the clay factory they used burnt down, and we never would have got them in the same right colours.
If you never feared Feathers McGraw growing up, then who even are you?
What are you? Yuck.
What's even going on? Where am I?
What's even going on in that pea brain of yours?
I feel like I've got, from our conversation earlier, I've still got open a tab of screenshots from A Clockwork Orange. And I feel emotionally connected to him strapped to the chair with his eyes peeled open right now.
That's me beaming QUAR lore into your brain.
I've turned the Tetris theme tune off. I think an hour of it is enough.
This whole time I've been flicking through the images in tune to the Tetris theme. So it'll be do 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 do, and it'll be rhythmically clicking between the images, and it's been quite stressful on the brain.
Insanity.
Yeah.
Mish, I'm requesting you do a 10-hour lore ramble to the tune of the Tetris theme, and just upload that to your channel. I wonder how.
I'll have it backwards, so it's like a creepypasta.
Incredible.
I just post the QUAR with bleeding eyes for the 40th time already.
Right, shall we?
Well, when are we getting Evangelion reference QUAR, Mish?
Shall we move on to the main topic of this episode?
I like how you brute force it sometimes. I just in my brain, I just feel like you're pushing him by the face every time.
Well, this is the thing. No one, unfortunately, no one ever taught Aaron proper conversation etiquette. So you kind of have
at this point, this is my bit just to interrupt you out of pure spite, partially.
It's Lackey, can you do me a favor? Can you just remove Aaron's entire audio from this podcast in post, please?
Redub it with your voice, but you're just being mean. Like,
yeah,
I'll like a really poorly done dub of like a Japanese film.
That's a lot of nuts.
It's Friday.
Aaron, and I'll redub it myself.
California.
Right. Who's that model? You guys know the drill, but the audience might not. So, you've all seen Who's That Pokemon. It's the same shtick, but with the silhouettes of miniatures. But today, it's Who's That Model for with QUAR. So, some of these are going to be models from the QUAR range. But most are 40k. So, if you're not familiar, don't worry. This won't be entirely out of your depth.
Oh, thank God.
So, to get things started, let's go for the first round, and we'll just go through some of the basic ones. These should be relatively easy. So, round number 1.
I think that's a space parade.
Wait, where are you posting these?
That's the oh my god, my cat
I
is
don't know the
really
exact name of
interested
it, but it's the anniversary
seeing
commissar.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
It's is that just the generic one?
No, that's
No, because
isn't that the Imperial Guard Castellan?
Let me think about it. Oh, I've seen that one before because
I'm pretty sure it's a special commissar. No,
I think isn't it just a normal commissar?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Isn't this the
like,
new normal commissar? Because
I'm pretty confident that's just a normal one. I don't think that's a character.
They don't have the model anymore where he's got like his bolt pistol or plasma pistol pointing to the right,
and he has the mechanical arm. I think that is just the generic commissar.
Oh,
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. She's not the Castellan. Okay, I'm happy to go. I'm happy to go with what you guys are saying.
Thomas, round 1.
Okay. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, it's just a generic Astra Militarum Corps.
You're correct. Let's go. Very correct. I didn't think I was going to start stumping you guys immediately, but spells an interesting thing.
You overcomplicated it so quickly. I was like, I knew.
Tom is traumatized from what I've done to him before.
You've such a fucking bitch with these. I swear to God. Like,
well, hey, let me give you number 2,
goblin,
and you can decide if I'm evil or not.
Oh, that's the fucking Biophagus familiar from the Gene Stealer cult range.
Wow.
I mean, Aaron knows his Gene Stealers. I'm not going to question him on this.
Yeah, one. He knows his Gene Stealers. I cannot argue with that.
So I'm going to say it now. You are correct, but for bonus points, do you know what the name of this guy actually is?
Oh, he's the
Gene Stealer Jim.
No, he's not Jim. That's the other one.
He's not the Crouchling, and therefore I am not interested.
Stealer John.
Genie Beanie.
It's something familiar. It's something.
Gene Hackman.
I'll give you 5 seconds.
Geronimo Jim.
The bio familiar. I don't remember him.
Nah, close enough. This is the Alchemicus Familiar from the Biophagus set.
But that's exactly who I thought it was.
I love him.
I like his little sucker mouth.
I won't lie. The little scientist character with him is actually unironically my favorite Gene Stealer.
Yes, it's such a good iconic. They have so many good character models.
Shame they haven't got any new models in a long fucking time.
They only have good character models. That's basically their entire range. I say this as a Gene Stealer player. I have like multiple armies of them.
I'm a little crabby that the Adepticon one is just one that we already have, but he's in a slightly different pose.
Yeah.
Because I have like 5 of him because every Gene Cult set has that guy.
And they just they keep sticking the triumvirate in all of the big boxes. Which makes us not want to buy the big boxes because everyone has the triumvirate.
But here's the thing, right? The Primus really should have been its own model. You shouldn't have to buy the triumvirate to get the Primus. But
yeah,
I digress. Here's round 3. This one might be a little bit harder.
Nope, I know this one. That's a Space Wolves Librarian or a Rune Priest.
Rune Priest, right?
You can even see the butt plug.
I am super familiar with this model. Unless I'm having a moment. I know it's a Space Wolf. I think that if I alter my answer, you'll be making me doubt myself, and I know I should never doubt myself. So I'm going to lock in Space Wolves Librarian / Rune Priest. I believe that's what this is.
You can see the fur patterning on the cape and the tail butt plug from the bottom.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That is a Space Wolf Rune Priest.
Oh.
I was surprised to see still for sale. You can buy this right now, and I'm pretty sure it's like 13 quid or something. Pretty cheap, honestly.
As it should be.
You can also
As it should be.
You can tell from the plasma pistol.
It's actually, I kind of like that for Space Wolves. I'm not a huge fan of Space Wolves, but that's like the perfect amount of detail. That's kind of a cool model.
Well, I think we've all been way too fucking harsh on the Finecast models. I mean, kind of. In regards to how they build, they suck ass.
So you say that until
they look so good.
Yeah, materials.
Yeah, they look awesome.
But the sculpts are so good. I have some of those old Incubi. They're some of my favorite models ever.
Yeah,
I got lucky enough.
So good.
I got so lucky. I got them in metal. The new sculpt, right, the mid sculpt in metal. Oh, gorgeous. But let's see if you guys know your other ranges that aren't Space Marines.
Oh no!
There we go. That's
I know this guy.
I know this. It comes in.
This is the explodey Tyranid, isn't it? It's the guy who blows himself up.
Isn't that the bottom part of the drop pod?
Is it the Euclid Spore? Oh no, it's
He'll get it. Just let him cook. He'll get it.
It comes in the the Tyrannocyte kit of the alt build. That's the artillery one. because it uses the bottom tentacles that the Tyrannocyte would stand on. It's one of like 2 different spore types. I'm gonna stick with Mucilid Spore. Yeah, lock it in.
Right, you lock it in?
I think so.
Mucilid Spore, yeah.
I remember this. I know from what set it is. I just don't know what it's called.
Yeah,
You know,
I
Aaron?
don't.
It's the drop.
I'm really impressed. You had it spot on. It is the Mucilid Spore.
Yes.
Woo!
Fucking
You guys are on a roll today. I'm happy to see it.
Hell yeah.
Tyrannid is one thing I can do.
I'm going to be honest. This is like the most forgettable Tyrannid model, and I mean that in like such like a Black Mirror literal way. Because I know I've seen it 1,000 times, yet every time I see it, it feels like the first time seeing it.
Love it.
It's just a bunch of stuff. It's like a nasty tactile, like awful fidget toy.
Yeah.
There's some,
See, I like one of these,
kid's
right?
clay work abomination.
It is. But genuinely, this is I think my favorite Tyrannid model of all time because it's just so weird.
It's so
and
alien.
unique.
Yeah.
It is so alien. Like, you really don't get that in too many of the other kits.
Makes me feel icky.
You know what it kind of looks like? It would be good for if you had like green stuff. Just use him if you need like something for another Tyrannid thing. Just like grab that, mold it into the green stuff, and there you go.
Yeah, honestly. Now, round 5.
So many different textures.
Oh,
That is a typical Crusader with a bogan.
That is a nice ID, Mish. Spot on.
Wow.
That was fast. I'm impressed.
See, it's nice to meet someone with the same autism type at the same level. Hello.
Dude, that's why I got into QUAR so hard. I found QUAR in a basic afternoon while eBay shopping for bits, and I saw those pointy faces, and it's the fact that it was also called QUAR. That's why I got into it.
Okay.
The first words out of my mouth were, "What the fuck is QUAR?"
Naturally. that would be your first question. But we've come to the end of the first tier of difficulty. And I've got for you, though, at the end of every 5 normals, we have a boss. And
okay.
Uh-oh.
This boss comes bearing a question. Where is my owner?
Oh, shit.
Whose
I know what this
skull
is
is
from.
this?
It's not the Marneus Captain.
No. This isn't from a Space
I
Marine.
know it's not. Yeah.
It has an Inquisitor symbol on it, so it's
I feel like I own this fucking thing.
that's not
It's not the wait.
Is it from the? Oh, I don't know what it's called, but is it from the Warhammer Plus Inquisitor, the new one? I don't know what it's called. Don't ask what it's called. That's the bit. If it is from that one, that's the best you're going to get.
I will accept that answer.
It looks a little old.
No, that's
Can we?
I swear to God, that's
No?
more Mechanicus. If you look at the link on the right.
It's got
I think it is the
symbol.
one. It reminds me of it because he have a little servo skull with him.
Yeah, he has. I know he has a servo skull, and he also has a weird assassin dude with him as well. The assassin dude looks super like funky.
Yeah, they did go a little crazy with him.
I think he is. Isn't he? He's still with gold armor and a sword, right? And like the big Inquisitor logo on his back.
I remember not liking him very much versus the last like one-off Inquisitor model, because the last one-off Inquisitor model they did was like all robed and really glorious. And I remember the recent one is like looks very red and
Isn't that the set with the fake Galexus assassin? That the
that's what I mean. Yeah, the assassin that's with him looks really funky looking.
Assassin?
I don't know what it is. I have no idea.
I guess it's just the Warhammer Plus Inquisitor one. I don't know.
Can we lock that in, Zarek?
Absolutely, knock that in.
Oh wait. No, I was thinking about being another Genes to the Cult model, like the big boomy noise guy. But I don't think he has one.
All right, if you guys are certain, I'll do the reveal.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
We'll look at them.
you are correct, of course.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
This is Inquisitor Ostromandius.
He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool.
That name I was not getting.
No.
But see, the dude behind him, the assassin, is so funky looking.
He's pretty
He's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, I kind of love it.
I like him. He's got this really nice medium armor vibe with his arms out. It's very cool.
Well, actually, so about his armor, there is some history to this because I'm pretty sure this armor is based on an old sketch that someone did of just armor for an Inquisitor. I remember studying this when I was making like an armor project at school. And so this is a classic Inquisitor like armor design redone, and I think loosely based on that old Inquisitor who had a similar set of armor, like the dude with the combi melta or the melta pistol or something.
You could. I mean, I don't know what armor you're talking about or artwork. Sorry, but I will say that like this armor, the colors they've used, at least the fact that it's very skeletal.
Yeah,
it could be from a John Blanche painting.
I think it might.
That's what I think that is what it's from.
I'm gonna have to go looking for that after we're done and see if there is any John Blanche artwork of this guy, because that'd be really cool.
Put that in, maybe.
Hell yeah! So congratulations, you've made it through all of Tier 1 without much difficulty.
Nice.
But now I'm going to be stepping it up a little bit, and I'll be kicking off with number 7.
This is I believe,
Rattlings.
A Rattling Sniper.
It is the Rattling Sniper. Yeah, the big base. The gun barrel. I fucking recognize.
Wait, is this the one? This isn't the one with the guy cooking sausages on it as well, is it? Because that one's got 2 models, and one guy's kind of.
But this might be one of the side pictures of it.
Yeah, she does this. She pulls this fucking shit. Well, she get like a really obvious model, and then turn the fucking thing on its side and make it really hard to ID.
I recognize that barrel.
Mm-hmm.
The little side,
because he's resting up against a building.
Yeah, he's resting up against the building, and the little guy behind is like behind these sandbags. So I imagine this is just the back shot of that like picture, of that model.
Are we getting to this level of fucking yet, Zarek, where we're cropping people out?
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
I'll never tell.
Zarek, you've actually straight up. Actually, I'm not going to lie. You're pissing me off.
We're getting joked, boys.
Looms towards you with my rondelle.
Today I'm not doing. I'm not doing isolations really today, except where necessary.
Like right now, but I'll never tell.
I think it's like
right now, except when it's like I'm not doing it, but I am. My gut is one of the Rattling Snipers, I guess. Maybe the one with the guy cooking sausages, but I don't. Just because he seems off-centered.
Yeah,
but I could be wrong. But I think if I am wrong, the sausage.
Do you boys recall the actual name of the Rattling Sausages kit? For bonus points, of course.
What was it called?
Was it its own model, or was it a kill team?
No, it was called something funny, it was called something funny, like it almost sounded like I remember its name sounded like a stratagem.
It is alliteration.
It is alliteration. Yeah, it doesn't help. I'm not going to get it. I just remember its name sounded funny at the time. I don't think
sausage sniping.
It's all right. It is provisionally prepared.
Provisionally prepared.
That is a fucking awful angle.
What an angle!
Oh, that's an absolute beast of an angle. What the hell?
So, by the way,
it's just because I recognize the barrel.
That little hook thing next to the barrel isn't actually part of it. That's the teacup.
Mug.
That's the mug behind it.
Oh my god!
What? Wow!
Oh my god! It is. Oh my god!
That is. Wow. What an angle that is!
I don't even see the cup of tea up there. That's not.
What a spread! He's got a pie and a whole chicken and.
Oh god! I'm getting hungry.
Bandolier sausages,
some booze.
I've been half tempted to get that just so I could turn him into QUAR because it is fitting.
That
for the
would be
There's a lot of art
good.
Basically,
you should do a head swap, but keep QUAR of the big feet.
Yeah, the big nasty feet. Yeah, well, I mean, they are supposed to be hobbits more than dwarves. A lot of people think QUAR's supposed to be dwarves. No, it's more of a Tolkien thing.
Oh.
Well, I mean, dwarves were in Tolkien.
There's an apple behind them as well.
Yeah, there's so much detail. Now, we're coming into a bit of a difficult territory where you guys are actually starting to second guess yourself. So, to give you a bit of a leg up, I have a few aids that you can call in, you could say.
Okay.
Here is the little schema. You've got 5 questions you can ask here. And only once. I'll be crossing these off as you use them. Now, we do have another 29 to go. So keep that in mind when you spend these. So you've got, what system is it from? You can ask me any yes or no question. You can ask me roughly how old it is. You can ask for just a vague general hint. And you can ask for what material the model's made of.
As we all know, the Give Me a Hint is a joke. It's actually there for comedy reasons. So it's actually give us some god-awful fucking oh, yeah, no, it's, it does believe in God. And it's like, that doesn't help us.
To be fair, Zarek's clues are only clues if you already know what it is.
Yeah.
Which sometime in the next 30 or 40 minutes we will prove.
Oh, I'm interested. We'll see how this goes. Because here's number 8. I hope you don't need to.
I remember the fucking orb final boss. Sorry, that's the fucking limited edition Nurgle Chaos Lord, South Elf, Lord Elpheus. What was I saying? Yeah, the orb final boss from the previous one. Yeah, get that guy off my fucking screen. I know who he is.
Yeah, there you go. On you go. That is Logan.
Yeah, the orb is so...
angle again? Why?
Yeah, but I will say, like, just the little dribbles, it's such a specific, like...
It's the only thing of that.
It's so syrupy and, like, it's more like molasses. It's just...
I love him so much.
So actually, a note on this guy.
Yeah, look at that.
He wasn't meant to be limited edition, but he was easy build. He was in that range of early Primaris and Death Guard models that were made to be easy build with like colored sprues.
Him and his little bit of trivia here. Him and his little free Terminator entourage used to have custom rules in a book. So he'd be like Seth Elpheus, and he'd have his little tainted cohort, as they're called, and they had a little -1 AP aura back in 8th that was custom to them.
Okay, that's cool.
So cool. So I will say this is something I've said before, but I'm much bigger fan of the push fit Death Guard than the actual buildable sets.
Yeah,
I think they have way more character.
Push fit stuff is good. Yeah, all the Dark Imperium stuff is really good. Yeah,
I love that chest piece. The painting is so good on
his
that.
scythe is stunning. Yeah, the chest piece is good.
Yeah.
Okay, so
the nasty cataphracti.
For number 9, I think it's obvious what this kind of is, but for this one, I'm going to be picky about the name because it's fairly obvious if you know it.
We should know this.
Yes, it's not the. I think it might be the Knight Magira. I think it's the Knight Magira because the Knight Magira was a knight that also had another one come out with it that looks very similar.
There was the Styrax or something that came out with it, right? There was the...
Oh, no, you're right. It's the Styrax because the Knight Magira's cannon is a silly laser cannon.
This is a Volkite weapon.
Yes, whereas the Knight Magira had a lightning cannon and the Styrax had a Volkite weapon. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's the Knight Styrax.
Yeah.
Locking in?
I think we got that locked in. He sounds pretty confident. So.
Yeah, let's go with the Knight.
Never mind.
Let's go with the Knight Styrax. Yeah, it's either that or the Magira.
Oh, we'll have to find out.
Well, again, I'm really impressed. That is the Styrax, correct?
Let's go.
Actually, thank God for having a brief night phase. Because you could learn all the nights in like an afternoon.
Oh yeah, I was there for you that man. Like really going, ooh, looking through.
Like when the
so cool.
Did that for like a week
there was like a 3-month period in my life where the Acastus Knight Porphyrion was the greatest model ever made.
I always love the Forge World painting style so much. That looks so shiny. I love that candy red.
I still have my definitely GW branded Knight Porphyrion in a box somewhere. Yeah.
You better. There's targets locating you right now. You better run.
You need to build it. Hit it with a hammer and use it as terrain, dude. All right.
Yeah, that's it. I'm probably not going to build it. I'll probably just use it as I'll probably just end up using it as terrain. There's enough material to it. It's the size of a bloody Warhound Titan.
That's fair.
Dude, I've only seen
one in person. You could make a whole like kill team set out of that.
You could.
I've only seen one in person, and it got shot off the board turn 1 because it was so fucking threatening.
Yeah, well, you have to because if you don't, it'll delete a Primarch in one shot.
Oh, that's very true.
It's just that duty.
One shot the lion.
I'm just imagining like classic like ash pile and blinking eyeballs,
like Rayman style when they fall after.
Well, its weapons are. I'll put it on the screen briefly so like you can just show the audience what we're talking about. But its weapons, it's literally got a missile rack and 4 volcano cannons, and that's it. That's the that's
all you need.
It is all you need. It's very correct. It is all you need.
Actually, I think they're turbo lasers.
And the thing goes away.
Even though there's no difference effectively between a turbo laser and a volcano cannon.
They are. Sorry, scratch that. They are twin Magna las cannons. So they're basically just the peak of las cannons, ostensibly. But here's the fun part: they might call them that. But they are the exact same. The cannons are the exact same cannons that are found on the side of the super heavy falchion tank, which I will also put on the screen now. Which are I'll put on a side picture if I can find. There we go. Which are volcano cannons. So just have a look at these two compared.
Yeah, literally.
Okay.
It's the exact same cannon, but one of the top one is twin Magna las cannons, and the bottom one is just actually straight up volcano cannons.
One makes you crazy, one makes you cry.
I will say, after playing a lot of Mech Warrior with a friend, and based on how I play, I can only imagine the pilot in that thing is just screaming that the entire time.
What an image!
Images that you can't unsee.
That's incredible. Right, round number 10.
Speaking of images you can't unsee.
No,
That
Aaron.
is the Finrenhad Fidwogen tank or tractor.
Uh-oh.
That is the scouting tractor for the Fidwog.
Yeah, there you go. I'll give it to you. Technically, it's the
I literally did
tractor.
Okay, to be fair, I did the episode on their faction focus like 2 days ago, and I just painted one. So
damn it. Okay, great. No, it's all good. It's fine.
I could have told you.
It is a great piece of QUAR engineering. The tractor is pretty good. They just came out.
They're very pretty. I like them.
They're really cool. You can rotate them too.
Okay, now I'm hoping this one gives you guys some more problems, and you don't breeze through this one like every other one I've shown you today.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's the Necromunda woman.
Nope. That is just a normal model you can build with the Akkadian upgrade, right?
Oh, I see.
That is the Akkadian upgrades.
Which is kind of cool. Boots. I only remember this because I remember seeing the arm with the wrench and being like,
oh, yeah. I thought wrenches were exclusively a Necromunda thing.
You're looking in?
Yeah, only in Necromunda do wrenches exist.
Oh my god! Sorry, just looking at.
I haven't figured out how to ship them out.
Look at that silhouette.
That's one of the few upgrade kits I like, but also it's like.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
it's like
you guys
$9 million for like arms.
So just looking at the silhouetted image of the QUAR tractor, it looks like some sort of old like N64 fucking character. It looks so 8-bit, like
it does.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
It looks like something out of Conkers. Like it literally looks like a boss.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. It's like
an old Rayman enemy. Yeah.
Here, look, I have an image just for that. There you go. This is one of my favorite images that Mr. QUAR has made.
Oh my god,
it's so good.
But alcohol,
leftover moth paste cans or corned moth.
All right,
what a wonderful little guy.
All right, you bastards have absolutely just skived and skimmed your way through the past 2 tiers, and it's time for your second boss. And I'm hoping that this one actually gives you some pause. I swear to God, if you get this, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I've seen this.
What the hell is that?
Good, I'm glad. We finally have something.
There's no Sigma models in this one, is there?
No, it's the old metal one. I think it's from the old world, maybe. Did they do a Wood Elves release yet?
Sorry, is this a fancy
no,
one?
They haven't.
Would you like to ask what system it's from?
Yeah, I would.
So you guys want to ask what system this is from?
Sure. Yes.
Okay, let me update the little chart here. So this is from Blood Bowl, as far as I can tell.
Ooh.
Oh god.
Ooh, evil. Okay. God damn it.
I don't think
Mr. Bones just got me into Blood Bowl this last couple weeks. So
come on,
man. Fuck, what would they call that?
If you get either part of its name, I will give it to you.
It has birds in its horns.
Nothing.
I've seen this model. It's a newer model.
I don't know. I haven't got a clue. I don't think I'm going to be any help on this one. I have no idea.
I'm struggling. I don't know. I saw it get previewed. And I was
like, I was grinding through Warhammer Community like 2 days ago for a video, like the Warhammer Community like website, and I've seen this. Stuff like Rowan, and then the name continued.
I was about to put a wallet in your mouth. I was getting worried.
She's like a little lady, like sitting on I don't even know what it's called. Deer?
You know, honestly, Alex, I think I'll give that to you because you're just so close. It is Rowena Forestfoot.
Oh
my god, dude. Good shit.
The birds have got little hats and they've got a red card.
He's got a red card. That's so. I love the Blood Bowl models.
At that model, being like, "What the fuck is that?"
I love the pigeons.
It is so incredible. I've never seen GW do anything like this.
Blood Bowl has some of the most underrated sculpts.
I love Chaos Dwarves, man. Those Chaos Dwarves from Blood Bowl are so.
They are.
I'm so glad I took them out.
I've considered making a team because I love the Halloween. The Crypt Keepers, the big pumpkin dudes. I love. I don't know. There's something about them. I like the Halloween-esque design.
I like my fantasy stuff, so Blood Bowl tickles me just right.
Well, now I have to ask. I need to refresh. So for the questions, have we used that question?
Yes.
Yep, yeah. That question's gone permanently now.
I was about to say, give me a hint, but I didn't want to say that and use one of our points. So let's good to know. I think that was a good use of it, though. That was a very good use. Yeah. Otherwise,
I had to make some connections there because it's just I love Blood Bowl minis, man. I've been looking at the Chaos Dwarfs since they came out.
They look so different.
I miss the old Chaos Dwarfs, man. The big hats, they're so stupid.
They're so cool. I've been thinking of getting some medals.
Wonderful. Wow. You guys have aced the first 2 tiers of difficulty. Only 4 remain. So let's see how you fare in tier 3.
Assassin Star Striders.
Yeah, this is a Horus Heresy assassin, but don't ask me which.
No. It's the assassin from the Rogue Trader team.
Yeah, it's the Euclidean Star Striders.
Battle of.
Oh, you cheeky bastards!
I painted her. She's the only one of that set that I painted.
Oh no!
was it the legs?
Perhaps.
Excellent answer.
Wood.
I wanted to. How do I sound like not like a scary little creature? I wanted to test how to paint like reflections, and I was like, she has latex, surely. Yeah. So yes, kind of yes, but don't tell nobody.
Has latex.
Was she a Death Cult assassin? I forget. I think so, right?
Oh.
Is she a Death Cult assassin from that set, or is she just an assassin, like an Inquisitor, like Rogue Trader assassin? I don't know if there's a name for it.
Ooh, I don't know. I think either could be plausible.
I have no clue about this one.
Like, what answer do you want to lock in? If it's close enough, I give it to you.
The Hyper Imperial stuff leaves me.
It is definitely the assassin from the Rogue Trader kill team.
I just know that they're called Euclidean Lucidian Star Striders.
Euclidean Star Striders.
Yeah,
the Euclidean Star Striders, but I don't remember if
she's the assassin
name.
That's fine.
She also has weird butt armor.
Yeah, no, I'm going to give it to you guys. Yeah, so she is the Death Cult Executioner. From the Elucidian Star Striders.
So we were saying it wrong.
Got there in the end.
I like her. She's very cool.
I love the three or four just troopers in that unit, because it's I feel like that could have been those troopers could have just been their own range of PDF forces for something.
Oh yeah.
I've thought about painting them all as Futurama characters. I wanted to paint the guy on the left as Zapran again. I wanted to paint the soldiers as Fry and Leela when they joined the Force.
Oh my god.
I wanted to make Zoidberg out of that doctor, but I never into it.
Awesome. Wow.
Yeah, I painted the dog. That's the only other one I painted.
Yeah, it's so good.
That's why I wanted the set.
I have actually played with the unit in game in 10th edition. They're not half bad.
Oh,
yeah.
Aren't they they're really premium fucking backline objective holders, aren't they?
Basically, yeah. I think they get lethal hits on their shots, which is pretty useful.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I think I remember looking at them as well and thinking they're a pretty good replacement for the now lost servitors that the Imperium forces used to be able to take.
Yeah.
Gold.
I miss them.
You can have the big
one. It was so good because you couldn't justify shooting at servitors, but it was so they did so much work.
So here's the next round.
Pick squirrel.
From what kit, Mish?
Squirrel handler. I mean, they are their own thing. They're not exclusive to any sort of squirrel handler. They are their own model. Squirrels in QUAR are basically carrier pigeons.
Oh,
so that is a pick squirrel.
Damn.
This is
true. So any
you have to fight deeper.
I'm having to double check if I've got this right. I think you might have me. Yeah.
You're gonna so rise to the check.
I was hoping you have to get the unit name, but yeah, no. This is the pick squirrel from the Messengers kit. Yeah,
you can. Well, that's the thing is you can get them for both. You can get them from any side. You can have it for Gwents, Kaftirans, Crusaders,
because they don't have birds. Yeah.
That miniature is actually adorable.
It's so good. I love them.
I love him.
There's a lot of really good art featuring them, especially in the old art.
So I have to ask, are all squirrels picks? Or because I've seen various squirrel visual types.
So some of them have changed throughout the years, and part of that is the modern design and art that we see. The watercolor is Josh Qualtieri, the guy that made it. A lot of the older art is drawn by Sequoia Blankenship, who is now part of Pixar. Right? I guess both of them technically were at one point, but Sequoia's art style is much more sketchy and uses less color. Here, I'll just put them side by side. Very, very easy to pick out at this point, but
I wish to make an army.
Josh on the right, Sequoia on the left.
Yeah.
I just had that backwards. I just had that completely backwards. It switched on me for some reason, but yeah.
Nice.
Picks are funny little guys.
I would like to make an army of purely them and the bomb rats from Necromunda.
They're actually very useful in the game because you can expend them to check on downed riflers rather than having one of your guys go over to do it himself.
Okay.
Yeah, the older ones are a lot more meerkat-like.
I like that.
Yeah, wait till I show you this next one. You're not going to like it.
Are they eating a corpse or something?
This one is, I call this one no.png.
No.
Unfortunate.
Dark and evil.
Oh
Lord.
That is grim dark. That is grim dark QUAR.
It's Grimsicle is what it is.
It is
Grimsicle.
Okay. Next round. I hope you get this. Genuinely.
What the?
Oh, is that?
Oh, that is... is that QUAR or is that...
I don't think it's a bomb squig.
I think it is a bomb squig.
Oh, it is a bomb squig. It is a bomb squig.
I believe that's the one from the Commando boys.
Yeah, it is from the Orc Commandos. It's the side pick from that.
Yeah, that's the dynamite on the right.
Yeah, because it's got one foot up.
Yeah.
It's got
And
one
the
foot
bomb
up
is
on
on
the ground.
top.
Yeah.
The landmine is on top.
Yeah, I know this because I own this model.
Is it that one?
I also own this one. It's a good.
That was
It's
the hunch.
Oh wait. Does he have? Is the antenna just out of sight?
Oh yeah, he
Or
does
is
have
it
an
not?
antenna, doesn't he? Oh,
I think the antenna might be there. It's just maybe sideways. I don't know.
I think it might just be out of sight. I think that's what that is at the top, and it's just obscured.
No, it could be from
I think-
any
I
angle.
think
It could be running away from us.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I'm inclined to lock in on bomb squig.
she's gonna ask what kit's it from. She's gonna ask what kit's it from.
I think it's just the Orc
Commando
Commandos.
boys.
Yeah.
Or commandos.
Sure.
I don't think they have a specific name.
It's just bomb squig. That is true. All right, Zarek, we would like to lock in Le Bomb Squig.
The bomb squig. Okay. Well,
My second
unfortunately,
guess
boys.
would be the Galapox infected flies, but I don't think it is those.
I'm sorry, boys, but this is one where I've picked a devious angle. It's a Fenrisian
it's a
wolf.
Oh, it's a Fenrisian fucking wolf.
Look at that
Fenrisian
angle.
fucking wolf.
Look at that
That's
angle.
actually that's absolutely disgusting, Zarek.
Fuck space wolves, man. You know what? it's that time of fucking year again. Fuck those guys.
I had a feeling because it didn't have the
I
antenna,
hate those guys for a fucking
but
reason.
I wasn't sure.
If you look at the whole squad, it's the guy in the back left that I've just angled really weirdly.
Oh, wow.
Weirdly, more like evil-y.
Yes, I am evil. Don't forget this.
Yeah, pours boiling milk on your head.
Finally, I've
filthy,
got one
Zarek.
over on you. Finally. I promise. It only gets harder from here.
Goddamn.
Very good. Very good.
Mhm.
Bring it
So,
on.
Wow.
next round.
I know what this is. Oh fuck! I don't know the name of it.
It's
God
not
fucking
Blast
damn it!
Scorpion, is it?
It's a
No.
it's a Cornate demon engine. It's called something weird, like it's got one of those names like Brutalizer or Gora or
Soul
some
Grinder.
shit like
Oh, the
that.
fuck it's called.
Is it the Slaughter?
Slaughter Brutes.
The-
No, that's
No.
Sigma.
This is the Fortunate model, man. This is the Fortunate model that came around.
Yeah,
with
they
the
stopped
Blast
selling it
Scorpion.
a while ago. I can't remember.
It's not the Soul Grinder. 'cause
No,
that's
no. Soul Grinder
that's
is a
the big one.
huge fucking thing.
Yeah.
Is it a Blood Slaughterer? Is that the name?
Oh,
Am I taking it right?
that might be
Is it
right.
Blood Slaughterer?
That sounds correct.
I got nothing better to look in with.
Slaughterer
that-
sounds right.
You had the weird like demon engine that they brought along with it, like the Contemptor like,
Mhm.
and then they had this one. I think it's a Blood Slaughterer.
Yeah, it is because they had the Slaughterer and the Decimator. So it's
I don't know which one.
well, I know the Decimator is the other one. The Decimator is the one that's like a Contemptor sort of shape inside.
Oh, okay. I think this is a Blood Slaughterer or a Blood Slaughterer. That sounds right.
My girlfriend wanted to own one of these, and she wanted to own the Decimator as well. She did. She bought the Decimator.
Yeah, she did really good.
But she doesn't own this one.
Remember?
Yeah.
I remember building a Decimator for a commission like many moons ago, and then that thing, like, due to the pose that he wanted it running, but the legs are way too thin to hold up the full weight of that thing. So I had to like end up like pinning like every single part of that thing to make sure it didn't explode. Yeah, no, I think this is a Blood Slaughterer. I think that's the name for this.
All right, you locking in?
Yeah.
Well done, Alex.
Let's go.
That is an incredible reach.
I love the old Forge I love the old portfolio.
They're so good.
They're so fun.
I'm going to get you.
Right?
Oh, I'm coming for you.
I'm going to fucking poke you.
It's a demented Winnie the Pooh coming for you.
Corn crab.
Little fucking tappy, like. I'm imagining the SpongeBob running away from the robot.
Bear's mentioning it has a giant harpoon gun, which I love.
Oh.
He's going to put it up your butt.
So,
coming off of that wonderful success, can you tell me what this is?
Oh, that's the fucking...
Yes.
Yes, it's the guy, it's the Necromunda Chaos Votan looking dude.
I think that's Goliath Gang.
Yeah, it's the Goliath. He has the big arm on the other side.
Am I tripping? Is this not an Age of Sigmar model?
No, this is a Necromunda fella.
Oh, I'm going to shut up for this round then.
That looks like a Goliath Gang.
It's what's it called? Shit.
I don't know what it's called.
Is he a hired character?
Probably.
Yeah.
He's got the Goliath like mohawk.
Yeah.
And it's like
I think he's one of the resin minis.
Is this the guy that has like the fucking weird combi bolter? The really cool like Goliath combi bolter?
Maybe. He has a big arm on his other side.
He is the bearded guy, I think, but
he has the beard.
God, what is his name? I don't really pay attention to Necromunda.
No, especially named Necromunda characters. I got no
really
chance.
Shit, like story with really bad models and a terrible game system. I don't pay attention to stuff like that, man.
Dude, I'm
trying to trigger Zarek.
I'm going to skin you. Necromunda is the finest game system developed by Games Workshop in the past 50 years.
Necromunda is pretty cool. I'm not going to hear this.
It worked.
It did work.
Necromunda is more powerful than you and could beat you to death.
Little thing for the audience that like Zarek's judge of skirmish games is how close are they to Necromunda? And if it's not close to Necromunda at all, then it therefore bad skirmish game.
I really like Underworlds. I think Underworlds is a spectacular game system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Now name any other skirmish game and tell me you like them. Or have
QUAR is technically a skirmish game right now, so
I like Trench Crusade.
Is Trench Crusade a skirmish game?
Yes,
pretty much, yeah.
Oh my goodness!
You should be playing it, Tom. You should be playing Trench Crusade.
I should be. Well, Trench Crusade has been just roaring over the last month or so in terms of like people's interest.
Should we do a video on that to hike on that little SEO waveline?
Well, it would be cool to like do a couple of Trench Crusade models. I know a couple of the older Trench Crusade artworks are like very, very, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you even buy Trench Crusade from? Do you buy it from their website?
Yeah, they've got a website where you can buy STLs. Or
it's all STLs.
Not all STLs. You can have it printed for you and sent to you.
I see.
I'm pant leg. Hey, have you heard of QUAR? It's a skirmish game.
To be fair, as soon as we're done tonight, I'm going to hop on and order myself a rule book from their website.
Oh god, is that what's next? We're doing the Who's That Model QUAR. Next is Who's That Model Trench Crusade.
That would be a fun one to do, but there's not so many angles I can work with, so I don't think it would work.
What's this fucking guy called?
To be fair.
So for this guy, if you don't have the name, I will accept the sort of things he's equipped with.
He has a big metal arm. I remember that much.
I know this guy has a power fist, but that's as close as you get. That's what you're getting at me.
I have no idea. Like I recognize some of the battles, but
I've never seen the model before. I think so. I'm only just getting into Necromunda as like a thing that I want to play. So
I remember that really cool Chaos Votan we did in the Succulent Kit Bashes episode, the first one.
Yeah,
I think this is the guy he used for that, or partially for that.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't know. It's not there for me.
I don't think it's even worth using any of the questions because I don't think even then.
No.
We know the system.
We know what the model looks like. Just that's it.
Jack Rockfist. I'll lock it in.
Jack Rockfist. Oh yeah, the random space wolf that has Thor's hammer.
Yeah. Now I'll give it to you guys. Do you guys clearly know what it is? His name, weirdly enough, quite close. His name is HX Gorgoth.
What the fuck?
I feel like you're being really, really polite by giving us that one.
They know what model it is, so I'm going to give it to them. They know exactly what it is.
Fair enough.
But that's I'll call that a 0.5 point.
Half a point, yeah.
Half a point for that.
I won't debate. I wasn't helpful.
Mish convinced me, honestly. Thank you so much, Mish.
1 hour, 53 minutes, 51 seconds in.
Thank you for making yourself a new enemy so that everybody forgets what I did.
Yeah. So, you guys have done pretty well on tier 3. A little slip up with the Fenrisian Wolf, but otherwise you're doing very well. Now it's time for the boss.
Oh.
Tom, you probably know this.
This is... Is this... this isn't the fucking Raven Guard upgrade sprue, is it? If this is the fucking Raven Guard upgrade sprue...
Oh my god, I think it is. I think that little bit on his belt is the feather.
A feather of some variety. Zarek, if this is the... it's quite funny. If that is, I'm going to pee just because that upgrade kit I've bought like 6 sodden times.
Because she's not... because it's from behind, so the beaky doesn't show, but the alternate hand is the pointing hand.
Yeah, there's a bunch of feathers. That's definitely what that is.
Are you looking through your collection right now, Tom, to find the bits?
He's on all fours scouring.
Okay, so I found the Marine. This isn't that. This is something else. This is something else.
I think it's it looks like a generic Primaris.
It's not. This is some fucking limited edition fucking asshole.
Really?
Well, what if it is just a generic Primaris and we're just getting put on a...
I think we might be I think you're overthinking that one.
That would be like that would be peak fucking Zarek behavior. It's just a normal Primaris Marine.
Well, it just looks like a Primaris with the upgrades because he does have like he has his right arm is just the one where he's holding the combat knife backwards.
Let me put it this way. I'll give you my logic for why it's not just a normal Primaris Marine. Zarek is incapable of doing that. Zarek is incapable of putting just a fucking, here's a silly Marine in place of look how smart I am. I found a model. I found a model they've all forgotten about.
Yeah, but it could be because of that she chose that model because it would put us off. Isn't that just the arm with the knife?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Isn't that just the arm with the knife? Like, and the purity seal on the left?
Do you know where it might be from? I'm probably wrong. I'm probably wrong, but I'm thinking it might be a kill team one. But I'm thinking, because the kill team one only has like 2 or 3 guys with bolt rifles. One of them is a smoke grenade. It's not him.
One
of them's aiming it, and I don't know what the other guy's doing. It was stand to reason he's holding it.
That might be one of the push fit I think that's one of the push fits from the Angels of Death kill team, because that's what my Sons of Medusa were built off of.
I promise you, no, I don't know. I think it's the knife arm. It's the arm. It's the arm with the purity seal, or like whatever is it the purity seal on the side? I think so. It's like a little decoration on the side. I remember this one, but
it has the backwards knife and the Raven Guard one. So right, yeah.
It's not great. It's not the Raven Guard one.
It's the one that has. Yeah, okay, I know what it is now. It's one of the Angels of Death, and he has a servo eye, and he doesn't have a helmet. He is one of the Angels of Death push fits.
Are you sure?
Considering I built one of the Sons of Medusa off of this guy, and I completely removed all of his bits, I'm pretty sure.
I think he is literally a basic Primaris Marine, like from the base set.
No, I am very confident. Look at the base too. Look at the basing. It has. I think that's some of the barbed wire and bullet casings.
Could be.
If I'm not, you can throw a bunch of tomatoes at me, but I'm confident that this is from the Angels of Death kill team. Those are just oddly shaped purity seals that look like feathers.
I trust your...
I want to pose another idea, and I could be talking out my ass, but hear me out. I think it might be a Death Company Marine.
Ooh.
I think it might be a Death Company Marine. I think I'm trying to think about Space Marine kits that have knives, and I'm trying to fucking ID where that dangling thing at the bottom between his legs is from. Because it's not a feather, which means it has to be something else. And my gut is telling me it could be like a teardrop thing.
Also, look at the other pauldron is a little sharper.
Exactly. My thinking is this is a Death Company Marine. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm just not sold on it being one of the kill team ones. I feel like I'd know it straight away.
No, I don't
kill team ones, even with how basic they are. I know it's not the Raven Guard one. It's not a Stern Guard veteran. I know that for absolute certainty. So it has to be something that has its own kit. And I'll tell you something else Zarek wouldn't do. Zarek wouldn't do an upgrade sprue Marine because there's not really a template to say that.
Yeah, no, I think by this point, there's no way it's an upgrade sprue. But...
No, I don't think she'd do that. Which basically leaves Primaris Space Marine kits that like default come with an upgrade sprue. And the only ones that are like that are the Black Templars, the Death Company, and I think one Phobos Space Wolves kit. So it's obviously not the last one. And if it was a Black Templars one, I'd be able to ID it. which
I'm still kind of confident that it is an Angels of Death kill team, but if the party votes,
I feel like I'd know it if it was. I feel like I'd be able to tell. All right, well, let's do that. Let's have a vote. So, Angels of Death or Death Company. Alex?
I still think it's a base Primaris set, but I'm down to go with the Death Company one.
Zarek, can we all have different answers on this one, please? And we have to be united.
I'm afraid you do have to lock in together. I'm afraid you do have to lock in.
We have to lock in together.
Mm-hmm.
We have to lock in.
Lock in. Oh, fuck. What about you, Aaron? What do you think?
Basic Ass Marines sort of escaped me, but I think it is... I'm with Alex. I think it's a base Primaris set Marine.
You think it's just a normal fucking Primaris Marine? Zarek wouldn't do that.
Because...
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, well that's the majority.
It's the knife arm.
It's a knife arm of the... Yeah, and he has that...
It's a specific...
and he has the studded shoulder, right? On the left.
Could be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You guys could just use one of your questions if you're this unsure.
What are questions again? Is it a yes or no question? How old is it roughly? Give me a hint. What's it made of? I think give me a hint is a shitter of a question, but I feel like it might be quite useful here.
This is the boss.
This is the boss.
I think give me a hint could be quite funny here.
Yeah.
We've never been at such discourse before.
Yeah, but do you know what's going to be awful about the give me a hint one?
It's going to confuse us.
We're about to prove it's nothing because Zarek knows what our answers are between, so she's going to choose a hint that's useless. Go on, Zarek, give us a useless hint. Yeah. We're locking in give me a hint.
Ideas? What are you doing?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know why you asked me for a hint. You guys know what to expect. That little dangly thing between the legs, I'll tell you what that is. That is a sheath for the knife.
It is the base Primaris. It is the base Primaris model. It is the base Primaris model in that case.
I'm with Alex.
It's the sheet, the little one that you can glue on the front, also on the side. It has the holster on the side.
I think I have a pink in it. This is catered to fuck with you.
All right, fuck it, fine. Primaris Intercessor, fine. Fuck you, we'll do it.
Which kit?
Fine. Just the base
the Intercessor 10-man set. Just the base 10-man Intercessor
fuck
set.
Fuck it, why not? Fine, fuck you, Primaris Intercessor, go.
All right. Well done, guys. I don't know why it was that hard.
Because they all look alike.
They do.
It's just the moment Aaron said the knife arm, and I realized what pose it could be in. That's when it all was like.
Oh, do you know what was throwing me off?
The dangly bed.
The dangly bullet.
Yeah.
I was certain that was something else.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
On it. Yeah.
What's an angle on that too? I'm not gonna lie.
Just dead on.
Did you
in the slight purity seal on the pauldron on the right.
Oh fuck!
Just to give it that sharp.
That was straight on the whole time. I thought it was backwards. I thought it was from behind.
Just an exercise in overthinking the hell out of this.
I told you, Thomas.
Oh my god.
Stress.
So the real reason I put this in is last time we were due to record this episode, I was shitting it because I had one last boss to fill. I'm like, God, what do I put here? I thought, hey, if I put an Intercessor, they'd never guess it because they know me. But,
my logic was sound.
Your logic was sound.
You know what's even crazier? Like after you said knife, I immediately knew. No, the one that I was thinking of from Angels of Death does not have that bolt gun. I was thinking of the one that's reloading. That is just not...
That's a good one as well, yeah.
That would have been bad.
Hell yeah. Well, you guys have done really well so far. I'm really impressed. This is the best score I think we've seen the entire series, but I think it might take a dip.
Just carrying us with QUAR.
Because, this tier is oops all QUAR. I'll give you that.
Come on, Mish. Let's go.
Right.
So, first one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what?
Dane Fen Gunhouse.
Yeah, Gunhouse. I watched a 20-minute lore video from MISHMASH on this earlier today.
Which gun?
Specifically the Dane Fen.
The Dane Fen.
Oh my god,
Dane
the
Fen.
MISHMASH
of Western Arnera. These houses are not designed to live in. They are specifically designed for combat.
Well, bugger me, you got it really specifically right. That is the Anyaran Gunhouse.
That wasn't on.
You know, it's even crazier is 7 QUAR are supposed to fit in that fucking thing. There's not really a lot of point of reference, but a QUAR, I have, they're taller than the treads, so they're all compacted into that one.
Oh my god.
Circular.
This is the orb.
This is like a jacuzzi. They're all sat around facing inwards.
I don't know why there's so many in there. I can't imagine that's actually useful.
7.
I mean, it's QUAR. Why would it be? So, here's the next one.
That's the Uber
that is from the Escavite. That is the... I'm trying to remember Eski's designs because Eski is not something that I've had to look into much, but I know that is from Eski. That is their medium range tractor, and that is bugger me. What is it called? Eski is like next on the faction focus list, so I haven't had to dive into him as much.
I'm so glad.
That is the man, and I can't tag any of my partners. I'm alone in this. I know it's Eski. That's about as much as I know, and it is a medium-sized tractor.
I know it's a tractor.
Well, I know specifically it's one of the. It is the. I believe it's also a transport, and that's from the 15mm edition. So that is, and that's not. Yeah, we don't have that in plastic yet for 28mm. And I've been told to stay away from 15mm for a while. So, god damn it.
But if you make a noise, like Mish, if you can make a noise that is close enough to the name of this thing, I will give it to you.
Make a random Welsh noise.
I'm trying to remember. I don't remember what it's called.
Because it is an Eski tractor.
Yeah.
But there's more than one of those, I think. I wouldn't know.
Oh, there's plenty of Eski tractors. Well, I don't know how many there are for models because, again, Eski is not something that's been... Well, there's two of them. There's the big one and there's the little one.
I wouldn't know the difference. So why don't you make a noise that's close enough?
I'm trying to remember. It's something like... Well, if you do that with QUAR, it's just... something ith. Because Finraid, that's mostly Fidwog. Zith or something like that.
You want to lock in Zith?
That doesn't sound right with Dith.
I love Mish running through every syllable right now to try and find the name.
Make an assessment, man. Come on, man.
It's not Kith, is it?
You know what? I'll give that to you. It's close enough. It's the Eski Ikith gun tractor.
Oh,
that's very, very close. I'm going to give that to you. That was very good.
Okay.
I'm sorry to be on the spot.
Yeah, like I did have to do a little relating to the Fidwogs, the tiny QUAR. I did have to read about one of the battles that they had because the big thing with the next book is like this is where QUAR crimes happen.
QUAR crimes.
Well, see, QUAR have a very, very distinct like set of rules for war that it's basically designed so they don't all kill each other. And the next book is going to be where those rules start getting broken a little bit more.
Can you give us...
Eski and Fidwog are a big part of that. So
can you give us one of these rules that's incredibly silly?
They're not really silly. It's more like a gentleman's affair of war. Like, don't destroy houses. Don't destroy property. Do not kill civilians. You must honor the dead. Because at the end of the day, all the QUAR don't have religion beyond the worship of their planet. It's very Dark Crystal-esque.
Mm-hmm.
And like they'll keep like pocket change for the fallen, like for funerals and shit like that. So things are now getting so bad that they're kind of like the Crusader movement is noble because their whole thing is that they want to end traditional society in which, class-based affairs are a thing. But to get there, they're doing kind of questionable things. That tends to happen when you're an accelerationist. And that's basically what their cause is.
Well, with the
now
lore
to torture me with the next one.
Yeah, with the lore in mind. I'm sorry, Mish. These are all going to be levied on you, I think.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just going to be talking. That is the Fidwojan transport tractor. And I didn't talk about that one in the video because I didn't have to, because it's not in plastic yet. Fidwerg.
Yeah, any more specificity you want to give it? Because I have a name here, and I'll tell you now, because I may not know it super well. The name Beyond Fidwog isn't lining up.
Oh no.
Beyond Fidwog? Oh, it is. It is a.
He's busted. Oh dear.
It is a transport tractor, but it's not a tractor. It's
Is it an outdoor cycle, but like the really big one?
It's not really a cycle. It is. It's basically one gigantic fucking tread.
Oh.
Is it not the Jeep?
No, it's gigantic. It is a huge vehicle.
Come on, Mitch. You got this.
You got it.
I know. I'm trying to remember what it is by name.
I don't care about the silly name, but if you can tell me what the canon specific name for this kind of vehicle is, I'll take it.
It is transport. No,
that's not part of its name. I believe it is indeed a transport.
This is why I needed to. I should have given. You should have told me to tell Dutch about where to go for actually researching QUAR instead of just watching my videos. Because I purposely leave out stuff so people are encouraged to go read it.
I can't believe you've done this to me. You've done this to yourself, Mish.
God damn it. Well, that's true, I guess, in theory. But
essentially,
I guess this is where I gotta get. I need to make a link tree for Mr. QUAR so he can just give it to everybody. Was that? Did I just hear that again?
That's not far off the name.
What I don't remember the name. I don't know what it is specifically.
I'll give you a half point. Here.
Armored? Because the big ones are armored typically.
You are allowed to concede rounds, by the way. You don't have to go until your brain melts.
Armored.
Yeah, but I'm the QUAR boy. I need to know these things.
I'll tell you, armored is in the name.
Armored truck. No.
We'll just stick to the original answer and go with that.
Carriage.
There you go. I'll give that to you now. Yeah.
Oh
it's the Fitwalk Morphid armored carriage. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
I
love this thing. It's so silly.
I need to find ones when I go. Well, you might have it up. I don't know, but I used a bunch of images for the video, and there's a bunch with the miniatures that have instruments because that's something that's coming soon. Is an instruments upgrade.
That has got to be the most wonderful vehicle for anything I've ever seen in my life.
It's so good. It's beautiful. I want this.
It's just a brick with a hole in the middle.
It reminds me of do you remember the Lego TIE tractor from back in the day that was just a ground vehicle that looked like a TIE fighter? That's what it reminds me of. I imagine this thing is just thunderously loud.
It kind of reminds me of from Star Wars, the Clone Republic, drop ships where they have the doors open and they just fly in, and it's the most stupid shit you've ever seen. It's kind of it reminds me of that, and I love it. It must be so loud, and I imagine they fall out of it constantly. That thing goes on the slide incline to the right, and then you just slide out.
Man,
what a great mini!
That hurt.
What's the next one, man?
Yeah, so this one shouldn't hurt as much. I think Mish will get this.
That is a Crusader cavalry on a Kadir. That's either Crusader or that's... Yeah, I think that's Crusader, because that looks like the old helmet.
Okay. I'm afraid it's Croftiran.
That is a Koftiran. That is a Koftiran. The old Crusader helmets for the officers had very similar helmets, unfortunately.
So far...
I should have second guessed, because they have the old Koftirans had that little thing at the back. They don't have that anymore.
Oh
man, we're pulling out the metal minis. That's evil, and I can't even find those anymore.
Yeah, no, I was rooting around for images of old and weird QUAR stuff because I want to give you a challenge. I don't want it to be easy.
That is fair. That is very fair.
Here's another.
Yeah, you know what the worst part is I have this. This is the Kadir LMG troop for Fidwog.
Yeah,
which features one of the dumbest designs ever because I don't know how they're getting out of that thing.
I love it. I love this thing. What? I love this little guy. It's so cool. So silly.
I have an edit of that on my computer that just has Sympathy for the Devil, and it's just the entire song with those two.
Tom, look at this fucking goofy thing.
I see it. It's adorable.
So, how do you get in and how do you get out?
Poorly.
Like this and some beers. Come on.
I'm sorry. I need to point out the almost one-to-one Minecraft signs off to the right.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Oh my god! I just realized something. Those signs. Those are repurposed STLs for my faction. Those plates are used on my faction.
Oh, that's funny.
For their fucking ranks. Oh my god. The one on the left is the one for the higher and more experienced ones.
That's awesome.
What the fuck?
Well, here. We're on to the boss of this tier. And from here on out, we're not spamming QUAR, so it's not going to be Mish getting dogged on the whole time. I have here the boss.
Wow. That's the boss?
Is it QUAR Big Boss?
QUAR Big Boss.
That's a Glomer Yadril.
Yeah.
Almost hit Duran in
absolutely.
the distance.
Yeah. I felt like I had to grab a Glomer.
Oh.
I just finished painting him the other day.
Who is this?
What a great mini.
Yeah, Mish, why don't you explain?
That's awesome.
That is a Yadril from my faction. Also, for those at home that don't speak fucking gibberish, Yadril is like the equivalent of a sergeant. And he is equipped with a Doru, which is a very old school by QUAR standards SMG, but the nation of Glome is a principality within Kaftir, and Kaftir is the main royalist faction. That's the guys with the metal helmets that are in plastic.
I do actually have one picture of one of your painted dudes here, just for some extra visual.
Yep, that's him. That is my one of the few named characters that I have so far. That is Milware Vega. Milware is the equivalent of Corporal, so that's
wonderful. Well, you've made it through the QUAR section, but I hope your brain isn't completely cooked, because, believe me, it only gets harder from here.
Tom, back in the game.
I missed one, so I'm no longer
QUAR
the
never
boy.
changes.
Actually, I can't even make that joke.
changes.
I have something to say about that, because everybody kept commenting that. Mr. QUAR texted me saying, "What the hell are they talking about?" And I don't even play Fallout, but I knew what it meant, and I was like, they're just making a reference. He's like, okay.
You should get a tattooed, man.
Yeah, on my forehead. QUAR boy number 1.
No, QUAR never changed.
QUAR never changed. What?
Yeah, I'll put both of them on. I'll just tattoo my body with QUAR nonsense.
Okay.
They have their own language. I could do it.
We're on to tier 5. It
is that a QUAR alphabet? Real alphabet?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
There's a font for it. You can download.
Oh my god! Hell yeah! That's awesome.
I will spam it after the episode.
Yes, please. So, first of tier 5, where we're back to Warhammer and other things.
That is... no, wrong. Incorrect. That is a Terminator Inquisitor. It's an Inquisitor and Terminator armor.
That is a very old model.
You're locking that in?
That is...
Ooh.
If it's not that, it's going to be some weird-ass Rune Priest and Terminator armor. But I'm pretty sure that's an Inquisitor and Terminator armor.
Sure. This is a high enough round for it to be something that fucked up, so sure. And look at the base, it's tiny. It has to be the old model.
It would be an old model. It would be an old model. If it's not that, it's going to be just some...
Isn't it the... I thought it was a Grey Knight, but...
Oh, you fucker. It might be a Grey Knight, actually.
Isn't it the Grey Knight?
Yeah.
Oh, you make me second guess myself.
Because that looks like... Is that the Terminatus?
The rest is just...
right. No, he might be right.
It's edition Grey Knight Librarian. I think it is.
Oh, I'm going to shut the fuck up. Right. I think my man might be cooking.
Yeah.
I just got to hit him with esoteric knowledge from 20 years ago. I think it's the second edition Grey Knight's Librarian. It might not be a librarian, but I think it is the old second edition Grey Knight Terminator with the halberd.
Alex, do you have the rampant autism esoteric knowledge chart meme to hand? The Pepe one.
No, that's esoteric knowledge versus mental illness.
That was it.
Old hammer knowledge is not mental illness.
Old hammer is my juice.
And it's good for you to know that stuff.
Well, there you go. There you go, Alex. You got it.
Ooh,
Tom almost led you astray.
That's a really well painted one.
Yeah, I was so sure for a minute that was a...
No, because it's the same... Because you're thinking of the one with the hood.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. I am. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, that one didn't have a halberd. The halberd with bolt gun was the thing that he had before the Custodies got it officially in like some of the art pieces.
Yeah.
And like, of course, way before models.
I want Grey Knights to have good things, but I will never see the day.
You and me both. I have a whole army that I've torn to pieces because they look like shit.
And I hate Custodies.
Yeah. So.
Custodies are stupid.
Oh, it's the drone tank. It's the little bomb tank. Oh, it's
demolition tank. Cyclops.
The little guy.
Yeah, Cyclops demolition vehicle.
Of course it is. It is everyone's favorite demolition vehicle.
I love him.
Oh, what a wonderful mini. What an absolutely incredible miniature.
So good.
Fun fact, you can play this in Horus Heresy as part of your Sildar Auxilia army.
Oh, you can?
Oh really? Wonderful. That's awesome.
Yes, you can. So the thing is, if you take the big transports, you can put 5 of them in there.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Actually, I ran this in a tournament recently. I ran this thing in my guard tournament. No, I put it in my Valkyrie and I dropped it like a bomb.
That's amazing.
It was awful. It did nothing, but it was so funny.
I love this little guy. Look at him. Oh,
wonderful.
What a great little mini.
So, what's this?
Oh, is that? That's a Necromunda, little critter. It's not a bomb. Are we once again at like the somewhere in the Escher like part of Necromunda? It's a rat from Necromunda, all right, or a thing.
I don't know if they have like it. I can't remember if they're part of Khador or if they're their own thing, unrelated to Khador.
Oh yeah, because didn't Khador have the bomb rats?
But I think they have candles on their heads like WoW kobolds. So I don't know if that's the same thing.
That's an esoteric memory you just pulled out of me by saying that.
Yeah, that is a very specific memory.
I grew up around the time that WoW came out, so that is a literal ingrained, like, yeah.
No idea on this one, boys.
I think you are right in your assertion, but I don't know. It kind of does look like the rats, though.
Wait.
Because they're kind of rounded at the face. They don't look like traditional rats.
This thing's been cropped. It's not on its own base. It's been cropped out of a part of a bigger base.
You could ask a question.
You could ask a question. What are our questions left? We've got, is it a yes or no? Any yes or no question? How old is it roughly, and what's it made of? I don't think unless someone's got a yes or no question in mind. I don't know what help the others are going to be.
Is it a rat? No.
Is it a rat?
I don't know. This is the kind of critters that I do not know about.
These are the kind of critters I do not know.
My knowledge is lacking in the critter department.
The creature, the Necromunda capybara looking thing.
A little creature up to no good.
Yes.
I can hear your brains cooking.
I think it is a rat.
I don't know.
I'm in pain.
It's a funny rat.
Oh shit! A rat.
A quaint little rat. Wait, what's funny about a quaint little rat?
No, it does. Aaron saying, "Oh shit, a rat!" That fucked me up.
That guy. That's the thing that happens is over time we just slowly melt and then it just equivalent to jingling keys in each other's faces.
I don't know. I do not recognize that.
I think it is just one of the rats. I think it is just legitimately one of the rats.
One of the rats of all time.
It's just it's not even like a London rat. It's gonna be like a New York rat.
Honestly, looking at the base, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a QUAR model and we've all just been fucked with.
I don't think it is. Well, wait a minute. Is that a Fido?
Well, that is.
I thought there weren't QUAR models in this round.
No, this is.
They may have lied. They are allowed to lie.
No, this isn't exclusive to QUAR models anymore.
I think that's a QUAR Fido if it's not anything Necromunda related.
I'd rather go with that than the Necromunda rat.
Yeah.
All right, you locking in?
Right.
You fucking idiots. It's the Necromunda rat kit from 1982. Oh, you fools!
We're going with. We go with.
If it's not Necromunda, it's a Fido.
Yeah, we'll go Fido.
Yeah, sure. I'll say whatever that is.
All right. Yeah. Spot on. I'm so glad you finally came around to getting it. I love these little guys.
What a fucking weird ass thing.
Yeah, Fidos are. That is another thing from Fidwog. Fidwog trains. Those guys can be seen in the armored carriage.
They eat those as well.
The reason I know that is because I had to stare at that for the past week. Yeah, Fidos are. I think they're. Fidwog has a lot of little critters that are really cute.
Okay. Do these things get eaten as well?
Fidos? No, Fidos are actually really big. They can easily take down a QUAR and kill it. They are bred to be attack dogs. So they're very cool.
Okay. Well, you guys have done pretty well this section. Let's have another, huh?
Oh, is this a fucking 56 millimeter scale fucking Inquisitor retinue asshole from the game Inquisitor?
Oh, could it be, Tom? It is. Could it be?
It is. You wench. It's a Munistor priest of some variety from Inquisitor.
I think that's Pumpkin Pete.
I don't think they had a priest like that.
It's
the base though. The base tickles me.
I mean, what the fuck else could it be?
Yeah, no,
Pongor?
Pongor. Yeah, Pongor strikes again.
So actually, yeah. Pongor, lock it in.
He's here.
We're locking in Pongor.
Mighty Pongan boys.
Yo, Zarek, you should add that to the question sheet next time. Pongor ?
Fucking Pongor.
Is this flipping Pongor?
Guys, I gotta be real. I don't know if I can manage a next time. I'm running out of models.
You won't do the bits.
Just do more QUAR forever. Wait, yeah, keep doing QUAR so they learn it so more people can do QUAR stuff.
Sure.
Forever.
Nah, it's not. I'm like tickling the deepest parts of my brain to try and get that info out now. It's not going up. I do not know what that model is.
I don't know what this is. It's
It's a Munitorum fucking priest.
yeah, it's obvious.
Yeah, but
I'm keep saying it's a Tau until I die.
I'm pretty sure that Ink 54 doesn't have a Munitorum priest.
Well,
that's why I'm.
First of all, I'll tell you that is incorrect. It does have a priest.
Okay, well in that case, there might be that.
I can't quite put my meat on it, but I don't think that's a QUAR.
I can't put my meat on it.
That is a hell of a sentence.
You fucking wound me.
Yeah, stab. Poke with funny rondelle dagger covered in green stuff.
Tom, make an assessment, man. You only hope.
That's all I've got. That is literally all I've got, and now I feel like I'm wrong because Zarek's taunting me with some bullshit.
We can pass if we don't know.
Ink 54 Munitorum priest.
The only priest I know about in the game,
honestly,
is a guy called Jeremiah, and Jeremiah looks like a bobblehead, so it's not him.
He does. He really does.
Tom, I've been listening to the fucking Tetris stream for 2 hours 30. You stop being so decisive. I
can't go on like this,
my
man.
mental health.
After being fucking standing there for 12 years trying to get the QUAR tractors correctly, I think
I was losing my fucking mind.
We can afford him the 2 seconds to think about this.
How many more questions are there, Zarek?
We've got we've got 8 and then an optional one.
All right, cool. I'm just going to go with, we're going to fucking lock in just some random ass Munitorum priest. I know it's wrong, but this one is busting my balls, I'm afraid.
So,
Ink 54? What? Sure.
Yeah, it's from the Inquisitor game. It's absolutely from the Inquisitor game.
So I'm afraid it's not, actually. This is not Preacher Joseph from Inquisitor game. This is Hadriolater Agathe Dolan from the Astrid Sturga game.
Oh my god.
So I can't express what I want to express on the podcast.
That's a really cool kid.
But,
what the hell?
Yeah, you should go and take care of yourself.
In what way, Aaron?
Jeez.
Such a terrible, terrible, terrible fucking thing. Okay, thank you. Next.
Yeah, wonderful. Cool.
Yeah,
here's the next one. I'll move along quickly.
I'm in pain.
Oh, that's the fucking big Mechanicum fucking tank.
Yeah.
The Doom Ray.
Fuck. Yeah, it's now plastic as well.
That's the fucking max upgraded Gatling top tree from Bloons Tower Defense 6.
Oh god, it's a Triaris.
There were so many of those at LVO. They look so freaking cool. I love old I like Horus Heresy Mechanicum. I like that. I like that design art.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's like the Triaris is like a Mechanicum Land Raider. It's a very cool little thing they have.
Let's make everything copper and brass so it tickles Mish's little brain to buy things that he will never paint.
Yeah. We can lock in Triaris. I know that one for sure. There was like a week where I really considered just getting into Horus Heresy as Mechanicus army.
It's so cool. It is really tempting.
It's not. It's one of these side ones.
It's from Legions Imperialis.
What? They saw it in that for as well?
That's actually hilarious. It's evil.
They found an Imperialis past you, finally!
That's
How are we supposed
hilarious.
to get that, man? Oh, it's just fucking
That's so cool.
It's the level of detail. It is visibly different from the real one because the details are
it is a little more compact.
Oh,
wow, that's cool.
I shocked myself for that one. I'm horrible.
That's dark and evil, but I do have to give kudos.
Oh, fuck you.
Cool. So we're at the end of tier 5, and we're running into some problems. I hope you're ready for the boss. What is this?
That is a plasma Sun Fury Annihilator to basically be attached to a Warlord Titan in true scale.
I'm not going to try and bullshit you. That is straight on exactly what it is. That is the true scale Mars Pattern Sun Fury Plasma Annihilator.
Yep, I'm good at my Titans.
A little applause for Tom, please.
I think Croc is listening and appreciating that one because he's the only other person I know who would have got that.
Hey guys, I don't know if you knew this. This is a funny joke, but that looks like I shan't say it. I said it earlier.
But it's,
that's what Karl has between his scary legs.
Oh, that was the solar atomizer.
Tom,
that's nasty.
Tom, how the fuck did you get that, man? Like, what? I know I caught some bullshit.
You remember I did a series of shorts on Titans where I had to start rapping to list off all the weapons. All of that information has been seared into
like a Pokemon rapper. Yeah, end the episode with that if you can do that. That'd be awesome.
So it was a short, but he did like a car salesman.
Yeah, it was the Warlord Titan short.
Could you imitate something?
I honestly think
270 words, right?
I think it has more words in it for a 59-second short than any other 40k short on the platform. There's 264 words
Jesus.
In total by the end, or something close to that.
I might have watched that one on the turlet, I'll be real, so I didn't have the sound on.
Yeah, thank you for throwing that one in there, Zarek. That's a very good. Yeah, Croc is the only other person I know who would have got that.
I should have rap at the end where I rap through the names of every single thing I've posted.
No.
In under a minute.
No, I would.
I did that with
die.
Core Shot, so I'd have a stroke.
Okay, so you guys are reclaiming your stature. You've done really well so far, but we're beginning to hobble a little bit as we get into tier 6. This is the final tier where things are the most difficult. Number 1 of tier 6, go.
What the fuck?
Is this a fucking elite from the Halo?
That's from fucking BattleTech, mate. That ain't fucking Warhammer.
We've got fucking BattleTech fucking dickhead here.
No idea
I've
what
never
that is.
seen from BattleTech.
That's on the square base.
Is this an HS Croup model or something?
40k has never been on square bases ever.
Yeah, it's only been on hexagons.
Jesus.
So this isn't 40k. It's not the Horus Heresy. Oh, could it be some old ass Horus Heresy? No.
Is it from that fucking Horus Heresy board game, that separate board game that they made? Little reds and green and blue miniatures, mini ones in there.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
That's the one that Jinx.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it from that? It might be. I don't know.
But what the fuck could it even be from that?
I don't know.
We have what system is it from left, I think.
No, you've used that. You've used what system is it from.
We used that.
Oh, crap.
On Rwano Forest.
What if we didn't?
Shit on it.
So I'll post the thing again so you guys can see what questions you've got left.
All right.
We've got any yes or no question. How old is it? And what's it made of?
Oh, God.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
I don't like any of them.
Is this a jackal from the fucking a jackal from the fucking Halo tabletop game?
Wait, no.
Zarek is the person who threw the Warhammer World fucking statue at us before.
This looks almost like no. It's not a Chaos Renegade.
Oh, it's not a Chaos Android, is it?
It might be a Chaos Android.
Tom, would I do that?
I mean, you would.
I would.
I don't know what kind of Chaos Android it could be because they don't have readjointed legs. But it's the kind of bullshit you would pull.
Absolutely,
might be from that time.
You threw the perfect orbit us once.
I did throw the orbit you. That was unfair.
Yeah, the fucking shell gone from above.
No, I generally cannot tell what that is.
I mean, I'm perfectly resigned to say Chaos Android and let bygones be bygones.
I think it's the best bet.
Is it imagine it's a super old sure, let's go with Chaos Android. Fuck it.
Well, it looks like it's got the right shape to be like a Vespid or something.
No wings though.
No, that's my beef. It's got no wings.
Let's just lock in Chaos Android. I don't think Vespid live on square bases either.
No, I'm inclined to agree.
It looks like an old metal. It just looks like Chaos was jagged creatures that didn't have any true design philosophy.
What fucking first edition piece of garbage is this?
It's a space LAN.
I'm leaving this call. I'm out. I'm going away. I'm gone. I don't know what the hell this is.
I didn't even know that existed.
What is
something you made with green stuff in your basement? That does not look like
mine. It is weird.
Lies and tiny eyes.
I checked. They made a few of these. They made quite.
I should have got my Rogue Trader guy on. He would have known.
I didn't even know they made these.
They did. They made a short series. These have been somewhat recanonized as Slaney as recent as 4th edition, but had no mention since.
Wow.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, okay. I know what the rest of the range looks like. I've never seen that one, though.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
This is the weird
I've seen multiple of these.
This is the weirdest
from
one
the range with like the really weird hats. There's like one of them with a really weird like little half moon hat and like on a little stick essentially.
See, I didn't pick that one. I didn't pick that one because it would have given it away.
It's the fact that it has a square base that throws me off.
That fucked me up.
This is the only photo I could find of it, genuinely.
Well, I've just found one of it, not on a square base.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Ooh,
as part of the
you owe us a Coke.
Post it
as part of the magazine where you.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't going to take it from here because God, it would be impossible to actually get the detail. It's so low res. You would have had less to work with, honestly.
You caused me pain. Okay, well, I found another one like instantaneously. Why are you like this, Zarek? Why are you trying to throw us off like this, Zarek? Why are you trying to sabotage us?
That is incomprehensible.
I had a friend that tried to give me some of those, actually.
Why are you beat us? Hey, listen, somebody built and painted that. Why are you insulting this random guy? That's somebody's mini that you're fucking calling incomprehensible there, Zarek. Have some fucking respect, Zarek.
I can't believe Zarek said that person who made it should die.
That's so indecent of you. Shaking my head. So intolerant.
Cool.
Looks down.
Lucky guys. All right. Here's the next mini.
That's fucking like old school Macari or something from the fucking old Gaza kit or something stupid in it.
La 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 la. He's having a good time.
I couldn't even fathom.
What the fuck is that?
I think it is old Macari. I don't think I'm wrong on that one actually. Now I look at it.
No, the old Macari.
You sound confident,
well, sure.
I don't think. Do you have any better ideas?
No. That's what I'm saying. Is you sound confident. So
if you get it wrong, we're only gonna hurt you a little bit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Any thoughts, Tom?
No thoughts, only pain. I honestly haven't the foggiest. You got my veto on this one.
He's got nasty grippers. That's all I can tell.
He does.
This is the kind of model that's so esoteric. Zarek doesn't need to put it in from a weird angle.
I don't. Genuinely.
I feel like we're looking at it from like the best angle we could be looking at it from.
You are. I'll give you that.
I genuinely don't know this model. I've never seen that shape before. I didn't even know GW made something like that.
There's a story behind this one. I'll tell you once you've locked in.
Locked in. Is it? Who said Macari? Is it Macari?
Are we looking in Macari?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's not Macari, but let's go with Macari.
Maybe that was some guardsman doing a stripper pole fucking maneuver. One of the two.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess let's go with Macari.
I assume it's a squat.
A squat.
All right, to speed this up.
No, a rattling.
To speed this up.
Rattling.
It's none of this. So it is a grot ammo runt. However,
oh my goodness.
So it's from a set of 4 grot ammo runts. However, these little guys are really cool, but they were exclusive to a box set called Bad Ruck's Flash Kits released in 2008.
Oh my...
Holy shit.
I fucking
Dark and
remember
evil.
these now.
Jesus,
wow,
dude.
That is some time
because
ago.
the guy on the right with holding all the explosives and shit and like screaming, he used it. That is the same hand they reused from the metal model of the guy sitting inside the little orc helmet.
Oh my god!
What a cool set. It's a shame that it's an exclusive.
So great.
Yeah,
you need to bring them back.
It's really cool.
Those look neat.
And there are new ammo runts, but they never resold these. I think I saw 1 or 2 in person because some of my friends played orcs way back when I was a kid. But yeah, they were exclusive to that 2008 box of Badruck's Flash Kits with Captain Badruck and like 2 or 3 units of Flash Kits, and then just these guys, which is crazy to me.
All the more reason I need to kit bash some night goblins into a.
What a great set! What a great thing! I love that.
All right.
Oh, those are so cute.
Time to hit you with another.
I fucking love yellow.
I'm sorry for killing you guys.
Oh, now this cuck is from
Ink 54
the Inquisitor game. I think it is the Navigator.
Yes, definitely is the Navigator.
I think it is the Navigator from the Inquisitor game.
Well, I better hope so. Looking at that side.
Yeah, you're locking in.
My sidekick in Darktide has the tattoos. That's the Navigator eye. Yeah.
I mean,
so aggressive at this.
I'm just. It's either Navigator or some random priest, but that's the Navigator's looking at stuff. So let's just knock in the Inquisitor Navigator.
I'm down with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That is the Inquisitor Navigator. It's such a beautiful model.
Yeah. That is actually really cool.
Wow.
What makes him a cuck exactly? What was that? What prompted that? Or is that just
other people fuck his wife? Why else would he be a cuck?
He's looking into he's looking into the warp and he's seeing things, man.
I didn't know if there was like a lore reason, like you just hate this guy, or you're just like you're locked in and aggressive.
No, I reached for a noun and I found one. It wasn't the best one, but I found one.
His one psychic power is to see who's fucking his wife at any point in time.
That is a shit navigator power to have. Oh my god. But it's a real one that could be manifested. Those ones are wacky. Yeah, by the way, if you don't know, old navigators will sometimes challenge each other to a duel where they will open their third eye towards each other and lightning just fucking spews out and random shit happens.
Random bullshit go.
Exactly.
Literally.
So congrats, it's your first victory of tier 6. Let's see if we can keep this up.
That's a terrain piece?
Looks like the foot of a knight or something. It's definitely 40k.
Yeah, it's like a kill team terrain set or something.
Some mobile shield generator of some variety?
It does kind of have Cadian look.
It could be some kind of doodad from Titanicus or Imperialis.
Is it like a spotlight? Isn't that like a massive spotlight on like 2 little arms or like 3 little arms?
Ooh, this is a tough one.
They're all tough ones.
Yeah, my gut is like screaming that it's a terrain piece for like something Titanicus or Imperialis, but nothing's actually coming to mind.
Yeah, not.
Yeah, I don't.
Titanicus sounds correct.
What the fucking stupid questions do we have left? We have yes or no question. How old is it roughly? What is it made of? I'd like to use how old is it roughly here.
Sure, let's do that.
Sarah, can we ask how old is it? May I ask how old is it roughly?
Yeah, I can give you my best estimate. I believe this is about 1 or 2 years old.
Okay.
It's definitely from some bit of fucking twin from like a kill team board that Croc spent too much money on because he bought it from a scalper.
Presumably. It does feel a little Acadian. I'm not gonna lie, it does feel a little bit Astra Militarum.
It's all the good kill team stuff recently has been set to Mechanicus, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I generally don't know this. I just don't know my
I think your assertion in Titanicus seems more.
Possibly Titanicus, yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, that could definitely be a thing.
What specifically?
Well, here's the thing as well. So it has no base, which is obviously a big deal, right?
Yeah. Maybe it is just a big terrain piece for.
Oh, brain just had a moment. You know what model she hasn't used yet? She hasn't used anything from Aeronautica.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and I don't even know.
If that's fucking Aeronautica. Yeah, that makes sense.
Wow.
What a slag.
Just open my brain.
Oh, wait, no, scratch that. No, she said last year or two. Aeronautica's been dead for longer than that. It's not Aeronautica.
Yeah, that's true.
Unfortunate.
Sorry.
Dreadfleet, obviously.
We all know Aeronautica had a better game system than Necromunda anyway. That's why they failed its success and killed it.
What even is Necromunda, honestly?
It's just a poor version of Aeronautica, but on the ground.
Necromunda is just worse kill team.
That's true.
Do you want me to make the next one first?
You're gonna get brutally fucking stabbed in the back and right. I'm down with going for just like a Titanicus, like
Spotlight or something.
Like Spotlight or like terrain piece. Yeah, I don't.
Shield generator sounded correct, but
shield generator it might be. Yeah, like a Titanicus shield generator,
please.
Really? Yeah, you're locking in.
Well, I don't.
It really sounds evil.
Last year or two, I don't know, guys. That sounds like bullshit.
I don't know.
No, neither do I. Neither do I. But
it's not Ash Waste Nomads.
I feel like I fucking recognize this fucking thing as well, which is the problem. It's why I'm getting a bit bugged right now because I know this shape from somewhere and I don't know what. And the last year or two really should narrow it down a little bit because
I think it's Titanicus.
There's only been so many releases. There's been no Titanicus releases in the last year or two. There's been Imperialis ones.
Oh, yeah, I meant to.
But if it was an Imperialis one again, I just feel like I'd be able to ID it straight away, you know? This is bugging me. Fuck. Okay, yeah, sure, we'll go with Alex's suggestion just because my brain is melting over here.
So are you locking in?
Some sort of spotlight, I guess.
A spotlight, yeah, sure.
Really not shield generator? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just shield generator instead. We'll have two answers for this one. They're both wrong.
Well, I'll give you partial credit. because it is Imperialis, but it's actually from the Manufactorum set.
Oh,
this is a giant fuel tank.
What?
Oh,
you fuck!
Goddamn fucking moose!
I didn't even know this existed.
I knew it was fucking Imperialis. I fucking knew it was from. It's just from Titanicus.
I meant to say Imperialis, but the word popped in my head and then I couldn't get it out.
This kit is not in the last year or two.
Is it not?
No, this is from the Manufactorum. This is the Manufactorum terrain. This is much older. This is like the last terrain set for actual Titanicus.
Oh, really? Let me check. When did that come out? I actually want to check. I'm curious.
This 2018.
2018. Shit me. You know what?
So that was 7 years ago.
I apologize. I gave it an estimate. I will refund you that. Absolutely.
This is a very like nerd battle of wits right now. Like,
you're right. I saw it as...
This is like an L in fucking light like argument.
I'm assuming I saw this, right? I saw this as one of the recent releases at some point recently, because of course they had to re-release it for Imperialis. So I assumed that it was new. So I will refund you that question. Cool, absolutely.
I like the color palette they have for it.
August 2018 as when this was released as part of the last box for Titanicus.
Old.
Wow.
God, that feels weird that it's been around that long.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it.
Maybe we're old.
Again, that's never been my speed, but I don't know.
What's the next one?
Stolen.
That is a stolen round. I'll give you full credit then. I think that's only fair.
Yay!
So
what the fuck? Some little fella.
It's like Homer Simpson with robot legs.
That's some sort of servitor.
That's a servo skull. I'm going to assume it's looking left and not right. Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that piece of artwork from the Deathwatch book where they've like turned an Eldar's head into a psychic servo skull.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love that piece. Is that
the scribe one? Yes. Wait. Is this the little fucker that's attached to that guy with the never-ending rod of paper? You know what I'm talking about?
I know the one you're talking about.
The one.
Yeah, he's got like a pen in his hand. Look, his left hand has a little pen in it.
Do you know what it could be? It could be from that new upgrade kit, that new base upgrade kit.
Base,
because there's like four or five different servo skulls on the thing.
Those arms are putting me off, though.
Yeah, the arm has a little pen.
Yeah.
I have a tertiary thing, but I don't know if that's just going to throw everybody off, and I'm worried to even mention it.
Throw it in.
It's not those little drones from the squat prospectors, is it?
No.
Right?
No, because they have more rotunds ups and they're a little chunkier.
Okay, fair. I have those on the brain. I think I watched Arthur spend about 8 quintillion on squat prospectors in the last 2 weeks.
Huh. I don't know where that servo skull's from.
Okay, it's a servo skull. It's definitely a servo skull. What's our yes or no questions? How old? This is another good one for how old is it? Because that'll help narrow it down. I think it's pretty recent though.
Yeah, I can answer that one with actually some confidence this time around. If you want to ask it.
Okay, well that's fair enough. Any yes or no question? Oh God.
No.
What about? I'd like to ask if it's. I don't know. Oh God, I don't know. I just don't know.
Don't touch me.
I don't know. No idea.
Cool. Pass. Next.
Yeah, no one else wants to take a crack at it.
Next, it's a servo skull that's with like someone. It could be.
I think it's from the scribe bot still from the guy with the never-ending parchment paper. I forget his name.
It could be. I think it could be a funky ass servo skull that's part of like an old Horus Heresy Mechanicus guy, perhaps.
It's the Necromunda fucking guy. There's the big shouty man in the floaty chair, whatever it is, and he has this one little dude behind him that's just recording everything he's saying. I'm pretty sure it's this fucking thing.
Sure, let's go with Aaron's one. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sure.
So, Mish was onto something, actually. This is the Techmite Oculi from the Minotaur
I watched him build it! I watched him build it! I knew it!
Now you're right.
Kill you!
Oh, jeez.
I forgot these bikes even existed. Wow.
Yeah, I watched him build it, and he built it backwards, and he was getting pissed, and I was playing with those too. Like, when we were in Vegas, I played with those idly when I didn't have anything else to do. I just kept looking at them.
Oh, those are cool. Those are cute.
Okay, so.
They're awesome. They are really, I love the squats so much. They look so freaking cool.
So, all of you have 3 questions left, and we're on to the final boss. But if you beat it, I do have an extra boss to ramp up the difficulty. So keep that in mind. Here is the boss
a little bit.
of tier 6.
All right, what's it made of?
What the fuck is that?
You want to ask it?
It's such a small image.
What is it made of?
Hold on.
What's it made of?
I'm trying to line up this little asset in my fucking
The image
thing
is
that
so small.
What is it
I'm
made
sorry
of?
that it's small. I tried.
What's it made of?
It's made of metal.
All right, how old is it?
All right, you're asking all
You're
of
just
the
gonna use
questions.
all.
Right, cool. Let me slot this in as well. This is approximately, I'd estimate, about 20 years old.
Okay, so
What
that's...
the fuck?
I want to ask a yes or no question, but it depends if you know what edition it is or not.
I would know what edition it is if you asked.
Okay.
Oh.
Is it 2nd edition or prior?
No.
So it's 3rd ed. Okay, cool. If it's 20 years old, it has to be, and it's not 1st or 2nd, it has to be 3rd ed. So...
Fuck is that?
I don't, it looks like some sort of like weaponized Kyogre. I don't know, man.
3rd edition.
It's just a small picture too. I'm thinking about.
I've opened a larger one in my browser because I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah, I'm really.
Well, I wanted a front-on shot of this thing, so I'll give you that. It's a front-on shot, and I wanted a front-on shot, but this is the only image I could find.
Oh, I have no fucking clue. Is it? No, it's not that. No.
I feel like it's Tau-esque. I don't know why. I feel Tau-esque, which would work because 3rd edition was when Tau were introduced, which I know doesn't help us an awful lot, but, you know.
I don't know a lot about early Tau, so that...
20 years ago is like...
Yeah. It's around, I mean, yeah. So,
Aaron, stop fucking farting on the mic.
Wow.
It doesn't even sound real. It sounds like a cartoon. Like
it does. So someone harvest that audio bite to use as like a soundboard thing on the server.
I don't know why, but you using the word harvest when describing that really made my stomach churn. I don't know what it was about
flatulence.
I don't like that. Yeah, like some lady with white eyes fucking pointing with her pointy fingers.
Harvest it.
I'm thinking not orc. No, there's no way that's orc related. It's the thing at the top, like the tippy top that's throwing.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this is. I actually no clue.
Maybe.
Wait a second.
Oh,
Alex,
Alex's old hammer knowledge.
Wait, hold up. Is this a Dark Eldar ship from the fucking front? Is it the old ancient Ravager or whatever else like their names are?
Oh my god!
I think it is literally one of those ships front on. I don't. Fuck. What are they called? Do you guys know the? Is it called a Ravager? Is it called a Ravager? Like the ships that like the Dark Eldar go around in.
Yeah,
Dark Eldar model from 20 years ago, a Raven fighter.
They didn't have flyers like those kind of flyers back then yet. It was just a normal.
I don't think it is. I think you might be. If it's this is the thing, right? If it's from 20 years ago, it has to be 3rd or 4th ed, and 3rd ed started in 98, if I recall correctly, which is even longer ago. That wouldn't even be 20 years ago. That'd be like 26 years ago.
Again, this 20 years is about my estimate. It might be give or take a few years. I don't know exactly when this was released. I can check for you actually if you want.
I know what it is.
You know what it is?
I know what it is. I know what it is.
What is it?
I know what it is. It's a pain engine.
Tom, did you Google that?
I Google that. What the fuck am I going to Google to find the pain engine, Aaron?
Pain engine?
I think you might be right.
Came up with that one.
I think you might be right. I think you're. Is it
good job,
Aaron? Fucking scorpion thing, isn't it? Is that fucking scorpion thing? Yeah,
you're
absolutely
right, is. It is a Talos pain engine from 3rd edition.
Is that?
Yeah. I was going in the right direction with the Ravager, but something was wrong.
Ravager was too late. Ravager was much later than this.
Ravager came out.
Wow.
No,
I want to chase somebody
Ravager
on
was
that
around
thing.
that time. I have the old Ravager from that era.
I'll have a look when the Ravager
Because
came out.
Because it had the same design language. That's why what was tickling me.
No, the Ravager came out in 98. Yeah, you're right. There's this and Ravager came out around the same time. Yeah,
because it was the same range. Because it was the old Azrael Vec model that came out around that exact same time.
Yeah, he had the Dice of Destruction.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Which
the fact
came
that
up
you fucking
in a certain other recording, which is out by now that this video is coming out, right?
It should be up.
Who's that with?
The Valentine's special, that one.
No, because this video is coming out next week. The Valentine's Day one is being held off for another week. So they will have to
I gotta
wait.
draw Zarek. That's what I gotta do.
You'll have to wait to see that one. Guys, if I please watch that video. It's a very, very good one.
Wow, Tom, that is a good fucking.
You pulled that one out of your case.
I am impressed.
I gotta ask. You can narrow stuff down really well if you just know when. Because the design language, this had to be Eldar or Nurglite.
Yeah, it was Dark Eldar for sure in my head, but I just couldn't figure out what it was. I forgot that those paint engines, because I only remembered the side image of the paint engines.
I would have got it much faster if Zarek didn't get rid of the base. So a very merry fuck you for getting rid of the base in the fucking image.
Since you did so well there, I have an extra special treat for you. And consider this a victory lap, right?
Cigarettes.
What is this?
What the fuck is that? Is that a golden demon fucking entry with a fucking commissar?
It's not an entry. This is a model that was once sold by Games Workshop.
As the model, you're telling me that base is just doolally.
It's just like that. I don't know what to tell you.
I've seen it.
I mean, my gut is like, is this like Gaunt or something? Is this Gaunt just being Gaunt or? Do you want to give us one of the questions back?
Yeah, sure. Use any one question. Go ahead.
I would like to ask when.
How
well,
old is this
model? No. Don't ask when. Just ask yes or no. Is it Gaunt?
No dumb.
Well, I want you guys to agree on the question, right? What do you want to ask me?
In age range.
Okay, let me find that
age
for
range
you.
Gives us the best.
This is an obscure model. I need to pull up the. I will get an exact age for you.
Oh fuck. Okay, so it is a fucking like open day model or something like that.
This was released. That's not a useful website.
I think.
Sorry, I'm hunting for this.
Hold up. Okay, I'm gonna wait for that answer, but I think I know.
You reckon?
I think I fucking know.
DM it to me.
No, just say it. We don't have to lock it in.
You don't need to hide it from your teammates.
What do you think it is?
It's the old. It's that one. It's the very old Black Library one. It's like 2001, 2003.
Shut the fuck up. Was I right?
Just say
Holy
it.
Shit.
Just say it.
I think it is Abraham Gaunt, the Black Library 2002 model or 2003.
Oh my god, I was
somewhere
right.
around that.
You are spot on. I was hunting for the date.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Diorama.
Because he has his bolt pistol like sideways a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that the way he holds that bolt pistol? That's the only time they had a commissar holding his bolt pistol like
the Dark Tide style.
Correctly. Yeah, essentially. You were right, Tom, as well. I fucking
Gaunt. Holy shit.
Yeah. Because I remembered it was a Black Library model of him, but I couldn't tell if the other guy was on the base.
Yes or no? Would have been yes.
That's actually really funny.
You are right.
Yes. You fucking.
Oh my god!
I thought it was Gaunt because all the depictions of Gaunt have his hat tilted up so high.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
like super, like for a commissar, just unnaturally high.
It would have been yes.
And that one had the tilted up thing. Not to mention Gaunt has a cape as well, so it's like okay.
That's actually mildly infuriating. It would have been yes, it's Gaunt. Fuck's sake.
Oh my god, guys. Today, you've done a stellar job, honestly. You got a few wrong, but genuinely, you got almost all of these correct. Mish, you braved an entire tier by yourself and did very well.
Absolutely. I'm still annoyed because I knew I shouldn't have been. I risked that one because I knew the obvious answer is Kaftir, but the old Cernal designs for the Crusade had very similar helmets, and now they're kind of making a comeback for some of the older art. I just spoke Swahili to you guys, didn't I?
Yes,
of course.
My bad. Oh, right. I actually have an image of this, so I'm smart.
Right. Once we've had a look at that,
yeah, that's what the Crusade's helmets used to look like, almost identical to Kaftir.
That's cool.
Right. Let us move on now to doing some Patreon questions, can we please?
Absolutely.
I suppose.
Thank you for making it to the end of this rather silly Astartes Anonymous podcast. If you're enjoying our content or would just like to help out, please consider just taking a quick, brief look at our Patreon, link down below. And of course, hitting that subscribe button. And if you want the opportunity to interact with myself or any of the other members of the team, please consider joining our Discord. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Right, so patron questions. I haven't picked out any for today, so I'm going to pick them out live. Let's see, what's a good one? We've got a few new ones since the last recording, so we can do some of these. That one is a bit of a mouthful, so we're going to skip that one, I'm afraid. Let's see.
Do you believe in God? That's a complicated question.
Tom, what were you up to?
Here's a fun one.
Coordinates, Y coordinates at 2 p.m. last Thursday.
I'll think of I'll find the second one in a minute. The first one I'm going to do is from a new patron of ours called Mitch, and Mitch asks, we're doing the YouTube Shorts. What factors determine a character's voice? Do you listen to other voice actors doing it, or do you go more often, go for the vibe of the character? So I think there's a sort of a bunch of different answers to that. I think if you haven't clocked it already, I do not do all the voices. In fact, it's gone to the point now where I only do about a quarter of the voices. I do all the narration, but the actual voices, there is a whole cast of people, pretty much all credited in the AA Discord for who helps out with the VA work. Zarek here does a shit ton. I do a bunch. We've got someone on board recently called Taylor who does some. We've got I think Nick Geekas has done a couple.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Chaotic Voices has done a couple. You know, these are all YouTubers with their own channels that do sort of stuff with this. Our beloved Barban, who's part of our moderator team, has done a couple. Yeah, there's just, you know, there's a bunch. You know, there's a new guy we're looking at bringing on board to help, who goes by Interchris on YouTube. He's done one or two. So yeah, there's just like a huge array of things. I think one of the things worth mentioning about this particular question, though, is that most voice actors, whether they're amateur or professional voice actors, are capable of doing a bunch of different voices. Like, no one becomes a voice actor, or even like tries to become a voice actor, even if it's just amateur, with just one voice at their sort of repertoire. Most of us, even us, you know, again, even us amateur ones, can still do like 3 or 4 or 5 different characters to varying degrees of quality. So really, it's often just a case of who's on hand, who's available in the moment, you know, who's ready for a certain character. Because unless a character is like exceedingly unique, I trust like most of the VAs to do most of the characters. You know, do you have any input on this one, Zarek?
Yeah, not too much. On the matter of deciding how to do the voice, I do personally go see what other people have done. But honestly, a lot of the time for the characters I'm doing, there just aren't a voice, and so I tend to go by, you know, a few rules. If it's a Space Marine, do it deep. It always goes well deep. Or if you need a different Space Marine voice that isn't necessarily deep, you do it high in the voice and get it crackle on there like you've been chain smoking for 30 years. Those two voices always work.
Yeah.
For Tau, I always try to add a little bit of nasaliness, because to my mind, they don't have noses. They're going to sound a little bit nasally.
Oh yeah, from that one book where he just plugged his nose for the audiobook.
Yeah, honestly, I think that makes a lot of sense for a Tau, because they would just sound like that without a nose.
So yeah, so hopefully that answers your question adequately, Mitch. So yeah, there's just a bunch of different factors at play. It's a fun one. I like questions like that, because very rarely do we get questions specifically about the shorts.
Yeah,
so super happy to get that one. Let's see, what else do we have here? This one is like super domestic. We've got an exceedingly domestic question. Because it's like so overwhelmingly domestic, I feel compelled to give it an answer. Tears Warhound asks, is it easier to paint an unassembled model or to paint a model whilst it's still on the sprue? I'm a first-time painter, and I find it difficult to get in between the crevices of an assembled model. It's like, it depends on the model. If I'm doing, I think if I'm doing like Admech, like Skitari, I will do it in assembly, where I'll have most of the body is one piece, and then its arms with its weapon is a separate piece. You know, if I'm doing Space Marines, like 9 times out of 10, I'll do it all in one big piece, because I don't feel the need to like do a Space Marine in sub-assemblies. If you're doing an Imperial Knight, you want to do everything in sub-assemblies, or you're going to be up shit creek without a paddle by the time it comes time to do the, literally any of it.
Well, you can build
the biggest thing that I will say is
mainly just the big armor panels that you want to worry about.
Learning to be patient with sub-assembly is a very, very valuable thing to learn.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can overcomplicate it, but I often don't really paint on the sprue, so because you have to end up removing it. But depending on what it is, it can be it can be helpful.
I always work in like I try to keep the model like together as much as I can.
Yeah.
But then when indeed I notice when I'm assembling the model, it's like, oh, if I put this arm in the way, I literally cannot reach anything else. Then I will put that separate part on a like a little stake or like on a needle or whatever you might have laying around that you can like drill a hole into it and just put it in. Because overall, having it all assembled means that you will keep your colors the same over the entire miniature. You're painting everything in one go, which is super nice. But at the same time, if a part gets in the way, just take only that part separately, and then you can essentially paint in sub-assemblies without getting in your own way.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically it. As long as you don't drink your paint and eat your plastic, there's not really any guaranteed like way of doing it. Just do what works for you, you know. And I think the thing is as well as like what's the purpose of your model painting? Because for me, I paint the models because I enjoy looking at them, but I also don't want to paint models. I don't want painting models to be a stressful thing. So a lot of the time, I'll put a model together knowing full well, yeah, I'm not going to be able to reach that with paint later, but I also don't give a shit. So it's like I'll just paint for your own enjoyment, unless you're looking to do any big fancy stuff. But the exception to that is Imperial Knights. Do fucking
yes.
Do their armor panels and sub assemblies, or you're gonna
do yourself a favor.
You're gonna cry.
That's just gonna suck. I see there's on one of Aaron's shelves. I don't know if they're still there, but there was 2 or 3 Imperial Knights, fully assembled, all grey plastic. Looking at them like that hurt my brain.
There's one of them still there. The other 2 have been put into storage for now.
Yeah.
So you don't have to look at
out of sight, out of mind.
Dark and evil, dude.
Dark and evil.
So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you once again, Mish, for coming on and joining us for
Thank you for
this very silly Who's That Model episode. Is there anything, Mish, you would like to plug before we call it a day?
Well, if you don't know what the fuck we're talking about in terms of QUAR, I am doing an ongoing series on going over absolutely everything there is to know about the world of QUAR, every faction, every little tidbit. And if you want to learn more about QUAR and not listen to me, you can go to rifler.com to read all the books for free.
Aaron, I'm going to fucking kill you if you fart in the mic again.
Shits pants aggressively. Again.
Impressive, honestly. The balls.
I could see that kind of went down your pant leg a little bit.
I had some burritos. I'm sorry, boys.
You're gonna need to change that sock out.
Jesus Christ. And on that bombshell, thank you all very much for watching. Good night. We'll see you next time.
Remember to
MISHMASH,
hours, 19 minutes,
turn off
21 seconds. Shut up, Tetris.